Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And welcome into game number 5 of the Eastern Conference semifinals tonight. The Boston Celtics come in as heavy favorites tonight, looking to close it out in the 5th game of the series. Boston is up 3-1, and a lot of injury report news to go over here for the Cleveland Cavaliers entering tonight's game. The Cavs still without Donovan Mitchell tonight in this matchup, as he is out due to the calf strain. Jared Allen is still out, and then a new addition to the injury report with Karis LeVert, who has also been rolled out as well tonight, and also Ty Jerome. So 4 players listed out for Cleveland, crushing for the Cavs. Celtics in the last game, they played down against Cleveland. Boston was able to win by 7 on the road at Cleveland. This time the series switches back to the TD Garden, and Boston's looking to wrap it up in 5 games tonight here, looking to see if they can control business. 15.5-point favorites on the line for the Celtics coming into tonight's game. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well for this one here. Welcome in, Ashton, Daniel, Yomar, Hawkeye Nation. Glad to have you all back on the stream here. Celtics are 1 game away from advancing to the Eastern Conference Championship for the 3rd straight time in a row for Boston, and just going to keep on going if you're the Celtics and keep on playing downhill, attacking on this Cavs team. Resilient, though, with Cleveland, what they have shown with all the injury issues for the Cavs, that this team has been resilient, though Boston has tended to play down against teams that when they see the star players are listed out, they play down against those opponents. And tonight, come on, Boston. Just got to take care of business, got to destroy this team, and do what I say entering this game. Jason Tatum, back-to-back 33-point games. He had 33 in the last game. He had 33 in the previous game as well. He's playing his best basketball right now for Tatum. He has struggled, though, from 3. He's been just 4 for 16 the previous 2 games from 3-point range, but everything he's done, he's gone downhill straight to the rim for Jason Tatum. Perfect 9 for 9 at the free throw line in the previous 2 games alone each for Tatum. Jaylen Brown, he had 28 in Game 3. He had 27 in the last game for JB, so he's been excellent too. Same as Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday been a major X factor. 18 in Game 3, 16 in Game 4 for Drew Holiday. That's alongside 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, and a block. Just massive. He's had a game-altering plays, like a big defensive stop when he needed it the most. So, Cavs severely undermanned entering this game today. Celtics have played down to their competition, cannot go through the motions tonight. If you're Boston, you gotta get through this game and take it seriously and pick up the win in 5 on your home floor tonight, and give the fans a sight to see at the TD Garden and get their money's worth for the reason why they paid the tickets tonight to see this game. What's good? M Stone in the stream, Mushroom Merchant, welcome back in. Ron, Jack City, glad to have you guys back on the channel tonight for this matchup. And yeah, very well, looks like the Celtics versus Knicks. By the way, my bracket is still perfect right now, so I have yet to lose a matchup in my playoff bracket yet. So for this semifinals, conference semifinals, I took the Celtics, I took the Knicks, and then I took the Nuggets, and then I took the Mavs. So that's what I have for my 4 conference semifinals, and I got the first 8 correct in the first round. So my bracket is still intact right now. If it goes perfect all the way to the finals when me guessing the Celtics and the Nuggets correctly, then I'll do a bracket video sometime around like early June once the conference finals have wrapped up, and I'll go over all my reasoning to each and every single one of my matchups there, and also go through the reasoning of the MVP point total for the series there in the finals. So that's what I had, and hoping to do that if everything goes correct there. I did have Dallas against OKC. Dallas should have been up 3-1, but they blew that last game too. So that's the only one right now I'm like severely questioning. I was questioning that Minnesota-Denver game, the series very soon, being down 0-2 for Denver, but Denver able to go up 3-2. It's still a lot of series left to go, and none of these series matchups have wrapped up yet. Like, still, there's an opportunity for any of those underdog teams to come on back and pick up wins. But this one's going to be quite tough for the Cavs tonight. Boston on their home floor, 15.5-point favorite. They wrapped it up against the Heat in 5. Looking to do the same once again in 5 at home against Cleveland tonight. What's good? Luis back on the channel. Welcome in. Ashton, thanks for joining in once again, man. I think for the last game, it's just they got to clean up the perimeter defense and also the turnover issues for Boston. My concern about the Celtics is that they're just not getting challenged, that when they face a team like Denver in the NBA Finals, that could be a major wake-up call for them. And Denver's the only team that, if I'm not mistaken, that swept the Celtics this season. Denver went 2-0 against Boston. I do not believe any other team in the NBA swept the Celtics and took both the games or every single game that they faced Boston this year. Boston at least took 1 or greater against every single other team besides Denver. And they had both of the first one they blew the lead against Denver the first time, and then the second time Denver controlled the game at Denver. Hey, what's good? Jeffrey on the stream. Happy birthday, man. Hope all is going well, and happy birthday on this wonderful day out to you, man. And hopefully things are going pretty well on your birthday tonight. Uncle Pizzle, glad to have you back in. Jared Allen, unfortunately, is not playing once again, so he's yet to play this entire series by Jared Allen. A lot of injury issues for Cleveland coming into this game. Donovan Mitchell, Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, and Ty Jerome all listed out tonight for Cleveland. Yeah, it's crazy. 4 players listed out for Cleveland. The Knicks had 6. And they picked up the win yesterday against Indiana. But this is more so like star power that's out for the Cavs in this matchup. Starting 5 looks like this. Darius Garland, Isaac Okoro, Max Strus, Dean Wade gets the start tonight, and Evan Mobley. That's the starting 5 for Cleveland. Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Al Horford, the starting 5 for the Celtics. Boston looking to wrap this one up tonight here. Take control of this game and crush the Cavs. Don't play down to your opponent like the last game. Only a 7-point victory. The home fans want to see a team that really learned from their lesson in the last game. That's what the home teams want to see. The home teams want to see the starters checking out of the game at the end of the third quarter and having the bench guys come in with a 30-point lead. That's what the fans want today, for the starters to get their rest for the next matchup so they can be ready to take on the Knicks versus Pacers winner in the Eastern Conference Finals. Celtics, same uniforms that I'm wearing tonight. Black jerseys, green numbers, green letters for Boston. Jason Tatum's coming off 33-point games twice in a row for Tatum. And the white jerseys with the maroon numbers, maroon letters for the Cavs tonight for this matchup on the road for Cleveland. What's good, everybody? Charlisa, Cody, welcome to the stream. Thanks all for joining in tonight. Showtime, glad to have you back in. And BD, welcome on board here, man. Celtics looking to see if they can dominate tonight here and control this game as we are underway, and Cleveland controls the opening tip. Left to right on the floor, the Cavs with the possession first. Strus lob down low, deflected by Tatum, intercepted by Horford. Good start for the Celtics with a steal. Derek White looking for a better game compared to the last one. Shovels it off to Tatum. Tatum has it at the right wing perimeter. Tatum, TD Garden logo, 1-on-1, dribbles on Mobley. Drives inside, the paint goes downhill. Blocked from behind by Mobley, though, as Tatum gets rejected. Basketball goes back to the Cavs. They bobble it far side of the floor. Horford deflected it, picked up though by Dean Wade. And all sorts here offensively for Cleveland. They've had 2 passes deflected so far to begin this game. Garland sends it outside. Strus takes the 3, no good off the back rim. He got fouled though. And this is going to be 3 shots here at the free throw line for Max Strus. So Derek White, bad personal foul. He just picked up there, following Max Strus in a 3-point shot. Yep. Jaylen Brown left-hand crossover. And, yeah, that would warrant the big ew right there for a turnover. First one's good by Strus. Second free throw is good. 2-0 Cleveland. Yeah, this playoffs has had a bunch of injuries. Right down the line, multiple teams. Third free throw is good. Cleveland with a 3-zip lead. Cleveland led 8-2 before the Celtics took their first time out in the last game. Celtics may be a wake-up call. We shall see how they respond here. Tatum at the top, fires the pass, right corner off to Holiday. Right baseline, dribble, skip pass, left wing. Horford, touch pass, left corner, open 3. Jaylen Brown sinks it. 3-3. That's great ball movement by Boston. Holiday with a skip pass off to Horford at the wing, and he moved it out to the left corner for a wide-open triple by Jaylen. Top of the key, it's Garland. Bounce pass off the roll down to Okoro. Okoro really struggling lately with his efficiency in this series. At the left corner, Garland takes the 3 over Horford. That is well off the mark. Hit the bottom left corner of the backboard, and the rebound gets controlled by Boston. Brown up fake, slides it off to his right. Horford sends it out on top off to Tatum. Tatum top of the key, 10.5 left to go in the first. Brown, extra pass made left corner. Holiday, skip pass, right wing 3 in the air. Derek White delivers. 6-3 for Boston. Back-to-back across the court passes made by the Celtics there with Holiday, who gets credited with assists. Up fake, down low. Okoro, no good. Blocked by Horford. Celtics come up with the basketball. Tatum pushes tempo up the floor off the Brown. Brown accelerates. Lost the handle, though. He turns it over. Tried to do too much there, slicing between Garland and Mobley, and Garland collected the steal. Here's a 3. Dean Wade, no good around the rim and out. Tipped up, and a rebound foul picked up, charge to Okoro. So the clock will stop once again. Isaac Okoro picks up the loose ball foul. No Porzingis tonight, only player listed out for Boston. And Cleveland without 5 players tonight in this game. No Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, a new addition yesterday to the injury report. Craig Porter and Ty Jerome. They have 5 players listed out for the Cavs. Tatum has it at the left wing. He brings along a double team. Moves on top. Horford. His pass deflected. Far side of the floor. Deflected to the midcourt line. And Horford knocked down a Cav on the floor. So Horford on the deflected pass gets called on the loose ball foul. Darius Garland, active hands around the perimeter. They should have been burnt there defensively. That was a gamble. They went for a double team to guard Tatum. They double teamed Tatum initially. It led to an open Horford for a brief second and an even more open Derek White, but Horford could not send that pass properly over to White. Mobley drives down low, rejected down inside the key. Second chance, no good off the hook shot. That is excellent defense by Horford to stay with a possession. Brown moves it out right corner. Here's a 3 by White, bricked off the rim short. Rebound control by Cleveland. This has turned into a 3-point shooting contest to begin this game. Okoro on top off to Strus. Strus is guarded by Tatum. Bounce pass top of the key. Okoro hands it off to Garland. Basically, everybody's taking threes to begin this game right now. Garland at the wing takes a follow-away over. Horford no good off the back rim. Offensive rebound to Okoro. Outside off the Strus takes the 3, makes it 6-6 now to score. What's good, Joanne in the stream? Welcome back in. 3-point shooting contest. 11 attempted threes combined in this game. Cleveland's 1 for 7. Boston's 2 for 4. Tatum with a 2. Follow-away, no good. Bricked off the back rim. Rebound controlled by Cleveland. And a loose ball foul again picked up on the floor. I believe that's going to be on the Cavs. A late whistle. It's going to be charged to Okoro. What's good? Ren Jeff on the stream. Welcome back in, man. Bradley, Jimmy, welcome on the stream here, everybody, tonight. Yeah, so this game just started a couple minutes ago. By the way, if you guys are just joining in, Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, Ty Jerome, Craig Porter. They have 5 players listed out for tonight's game for Cleveland. And Isaac Okoro, bad news for him. He just picked up his second personal foul. White downhill to the rim, floats up the runner, drops it through. It's good for 2 by Derek White. White with 5 out of the 8 so far, making a quick 3. Strus with a 3, bricked off the back rim, rebound controlled by Tatum. This is getting ridiculous out of Cleveland. They are 1 for 8 from 3-point range. Even the Celtics too. The Celtics are they're 2 for 6 from 3. Bounce pass. White got kicked by Morris, and that'll be a kicked ball violation. This is insane. 14 attempted threes, and we're 4 minutes into this game right now. Hey, what's good? Thanks for joining in, Fatina on the stream. Thanks for being a part of the stream. 8 minutes left to go in the first. We're 4 minutes through, and the Celtics have attempted 6 threes. The Cavs have attempted 8 threes as a team. Nice ball movement into out. Quarter 3 by Horford. Couldn't convert. The rebound gets controlled by Cleveland. Celtics should win this game by 25 for my prediction. More so 30, but I'll take Boston by 25. In this game today. Turnaround is good for 2. For some reason, they played down to their opponents, which they're a 15.5-point favorite tonight. They should be shredding this team altogether with the injuries that they have, and this is being played at home for Boston. Horford will try another 3. Swash! That time it goes down. Celtics by 3. Can anybody shoot a 2? Because that's not happening right now. The Celtics are 3 for 5 from the perimeter. Runner inside a key. Garland gets the drop for 2. Finally, we got some 2s to drop. Celtics with a possession. Holiday. Hand off to White. White around the screen. Open 3 in the air. Looking for another one. He sinks it. Derek White right on cue tonight. Been excellent. Right out of the gate in this game. Building up the Celtics lead. He has 8 out of the 14. Bounce pass off the roll down. Mobley underneath. Mobley scores up and in with a left-hand finish. Yes, I got Boston to win by 25 tonight in this game. The Cavs are without Donovan Mitchell. They're without Jared Allen. Karis LeVert. Celtics should have no problem with this game being a home game. Drew Holiday with a major rejection at the rim defending Max Strus. Here goes Boston with it. Top of the key, White. Horford outside finds Tatum. Tatum accelerates right to the cup, and he throws it down with a 2-handed flush. Timeout taken to the floor by Cleveland. Jason Tatum downhill, attacking to the rim, soaring up with a 2-handed jam. Massive dunk right there by Tatum, leading us to our first timeout, as he was able to send one down, shutting the door right over Dean Wade in the process. Dean Wade covering him from the side, and Jason Tatum took the lane down. Jason Tatum took the lane down the angle, and then jammed it down. 2-handed finish over Dean Wade as he was along the side of Tatum trying to defend him. Dean Wade never had a chance to get out to defend him out in front. 16-12 right now. Derek White, excellent. Whenever he scores big, the scoreboard looks pretty big for Boston. So this is a game tonight that the Celtics should do their job. They're a 15.5-point favorite tonight. They're at home. I know they've played down to their competition. They cannot be taking this Cavs team lightly tonight. Cleveland hanging in this game. Max Strus, 6 points for him on the 1 for 3 from 3. But if the Celtics just keep on finding their stroke from 3, this game is going to get rather ugly. I can see it right now. The Celtics defense, especially the interior defense, holy smokes, it is contesting everything down low right now. Al Horford, he was struggling in Game 2 defending Donovan Mitchell. Tonight, Al Horford, he is locking up the interior right now. That is a bad sign for Cleveland, because this game can get rather ugly if the Celtics keep on sustaining the defensive force and intensity that they've showed so far the first 5+ minutes in this game down low. Everything's been a 3 for Cleveland for the most part, for most of their shooting. The Cavs are just 4 for 12 right now from the floor, 1 for 5 from 3. They actually displayed the wrong number to start off the game. they said that they had 8 attempted threes to begin the game. I think they meant field goal shots by TNT. That's why. But it seems like it's more than 5 3-point shot attempts by the Cavs. The Celtics are 4 for 6 from the perimeter, 6 for 11 shooting, and a really good sign that Derek White's already found his shot tonight for him. 8 points out of the 16, half of the points through Derek White. Hey, there we go, Mario. Welcome back in. Another great dinner from Mario, it sounds like. If you're doing the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams in the channel. Yeah, a lot of that has to do with coaching, that they take their foot off the gas pedal, they get complacent, and Joe Mazzulla, he's always late to take his timeouts. He wants to let the guys play it out more so and figure it out themselves than trying to burn the timeouts. So the Celtics are always stuck with extra timeouts at the end of the game, and he still doesn't even bother to use them sometimes in crunch time moments if they get into a close game. But this is one of those cases here that you just got to keep that foot on the gas pedal tonight. I like what Tatum saw. That's his first dunk of the game, first 2 points by Tatum tonight. Al Horford, promising start for him. He's made a threes, locking up guys down low. And then Derek White, for him to find his stroke already with 8 points, that sparks danger for Cleveland tonight right now, because Derek White, he had an off game in the last game and he still won by 7. So we come back from the timeout, 6:25 left to go in the first. Left to right on the floor, the Cavs with the possession. Evan Mobley on the floor, Darius Garland, Dean Wade, Max Strus, and Marcus Morris. Morris inside a key, got the shot to go and one. He'll shoot one at the free throw line. So 16-14 right now. Peyton Pritchard, that dude is a straight up hustler. Checks on the floor first time in the night. He hit 2 critical threes to give the Celtics the momentum in Game 3 and Game 4. Even though he doesn't have like huge point totals, the 3-point makes by Pritchard in this series, they have been super timely. It's a missed free throw at the line for Marcus Morris. Celtics with a rebound. Celtics 5 on the floor look like this. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White. He's got half of the points right now, 8 out of the 16. Peyton Pritchard and a Luke Cornett. First time on the floor for Boston tonight for Cornett. White, top of the key, lobs it down low off to Tatum. Tatum inside the key. Tatum bounce pass to the cutter. Backdoor underneath Pritchard. Circles around, turn around Pritchard. No good off the back rim. A rebound secured by Dean Wade for Cleveland. Cavs only down by 2 right now. Mobley backs his way. Mismatch guarded by Pritchard inside at the low block. Here comes Brown to contest. No good. Missed off the mark. Mobley able to get the tip in though off the initial misses. He scores for 2 off the tap in over Pritchard. 16-16. That was a complete mismatch there by Pritchard. Was guarding Mobley at the low block. Tatum at the left wing perimeter. Step back 3 in the air over Mobley. Connects on it. JT sizzles the triple. 19-16 Boston. Boston shooting flames from the perimeter to start this game right now. They are 5 for 7 from downtown, really feeling it from 3-point range. Garland at the top off the screen set by Mobley. Drives inside the paint. Garland off the glass, no good. Tapped out of bounds. Last touched off of Mobley. It'll be Celtics basketball with a 3-point advantage. Boston looking for this final 5 minutes in the first quarter to start to hit cruise control. White, baseline dribble, Derek White straight to the cup, and he scores with a right-hand layup as he slips past Garland off the baseline dribble. 21-16 Boston. Things are just heating up right now for the Celtics. Wide open 3, Mobley, no good. Pinwheel around the rim and out. Rebound secured by Tatum. Tatum has it up the floor, lobs it off to Pritchard. Pritchard, right baseline as he works his way on Mobley at the right corner. Pritchard dribbles up inside the key, bounce pass towards his left, towards the left baseline, off the Cornett, into the hands to Brown now. Brown at the left wing, accelerates, kick, corner, 3, Derek White, no good, missed off the side of the rim. A rebound secured by Strus here for Cleveland. Cavs down by 5 with possession. Max Strus swings it on top. Dean Wade with a 3, got it. 21-19. Cleveland resilient, hanging in this game right now with just about 4 minutes left to go in the first. Celtics with a possession. White at the TD Garden logo, right wing perimeter. White's guarded by Garland. Passes off to the cutter. Watch out. And it's a two-handed jam. Flushed down by Luke Cornett with a jam. 23-19. Excellent pass right there. by Derek White with an assist off to the cutter backdoor. Mobley sends it on top off to Strus. That will be an offensive foul. Derek White takes the charge. Evan Mobley unaware of his surroundings as he backs his way right into White as White takes the charge, results in an offensive foul committed by Evan Mobley. Lower to boom inside of Keon White. Celtics by 4. Boston has the basketball. 3:37 left to go in the first. White snakes his way around inside the key with a runner off the rim, no good. Tried to come up with a tip in, couldn't do so as Mobley collects the defensive rebound. Garland has it. Garland drives on Tatum. Garland underneath, couple pump fakes. Out on top off the Strus. Here's a 3, Marcus Morris. He connects on it. 23-22, this Cavs team without Jared Allen, without Donovan Mitchell, without Karis LeVert, they are resilient right now. And matching the Celtics in this game, trying to shoot shot for shot. 23-22, a 1-point game with 3:17 left to go in the first. It's not even like the turnovers or anything have been an issue for Boston. Cleveland's right there. Boston just has to play better perimeter defense right now. That was the issue in the last game. The Cavs right now are shooting... does not seem like they're shooting 3 for 8 from the perimeter. It does not seem that way. The Celtics are shooting 5 for 8 from 3. The Cavs are shooting 3 for 8 from 3. The Cavs are hanging in right now in this game. Like to see if somebody can get to the free throw line here. Boston yet to even get to the free throw line tonight. Cleveland's 3 for 4 at the free throw line. Celtics 0 free throws. Gonna see if they can start to put the Cavs into foul trouble. There was a lot of loose ball fouls to begin this game, and that's kind of stopped recently. So the Celtics did not sustain the physicality that they did prior to the previous timeout, and they're gonna have to get back to that defensively as they've allowed some openings on the gaps there for Cleveland to knock down some shots and hang in this game instead of going out on full cruise control, hitting the gas pedal and really exploding in this one here. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams in the channel. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA. Also a lot of great games a couple months ago for college hoops and March Madness. Yeah, I give a lot of credit to the Cavs. These guys are playing their hearts out right now for Cleveland. Like, they're not defeated or anything. They're just simply out there competing at the highest level possible, playing their hearts out. So I give a lot of props to this team right now. I mean, a lot of other teams would have looked at their injury report and would have been like, oh no, there's not this guy or star guy to save us. Oh no, this guy's not here either. We don't know what we're going to do. Looking like we're going to lay an egg coming into the game unconfident and really getting blown out. Like some of those Portland Trailblazers games this year when they took on the OKC Thunder and they lost by 60 plus. But this game here, we get a playoff game with 5 guys listed out for Cleveland. A couple of those guys star players on the team. No Donovan Mitchell, no Jared Allen. Karis LeVert's out too. And they're only down by 1 right now, hanging in and making this game a contest right now. Six points by Max Strus. It's actually Marcus Morris who leads the way. He's got 7 off the bench for Cleveland. 6 points by Max Strus, then 4 by Mobley, 3 by Wade. Garland's only got 2. Garland's shooting just 1 for 4 from the floor. He's had a seesaw of a playoffs for Darius Garland. Isaac Okoro and picked up 2 quick fouls. Yet to score either so far. Celtics top player. Derek White already in double figures with 10. Currently, Jason Tatum's got 5, Jaylen Brown with 3. And Tatum and Brown haven't really been that aggressive so far to begin this game as we have a bounce pass in the corner, deflected out of bounds, last touched by Cleveland. So Cleveland getting hope there here in this matchup. There were some words being displayed, and there was a quick replay off the bench. I believe Max Strus talking to his head coach as there was some sort of issue towards the bench area about it. And oh wow, we're gonna have a coach's challenge right now to see if this was out of bounds by Boston or not. So Cleveland's gonna go early to the bag tonight with his coach's challenge. 3:04 left to go as they're gonna review this call, whether this basketball on the pass to the corner sailed out of bounds off of Boston or not. Initially, the referees said it was last touched by Cleveland out of bounds. Hey, what's good, Rogelio? Welcome back in. Yeah, hope so. Celtics gotta stop playing down to their competition here. Cleveland keeps on hanging in. Just awaiting this review. So Cleveland challenged the call on the floor. They said that the ball was basketball for the Cavs. They thought it was out of bounds and a bounce pass by Jaylen Brown to the corner, but the referees thought it was deflected out of bounds by a Cleveland player. So we're just awaiting ruling here by the officials. Edwin O'Harker HG on the stream. Thanks all for joining in here, guys. Let's see. Jaylen Brown turns the corner on Strus. Yeah, that's clearly out of bounds by Jaylen Brown. Actually, that was a pass, a straight line pass off to Horford. So it has been reversed. The call has been reversed. Cleveland wins the challenge. So it was indeed out of bounds by Jaylen Brown. That's the third turnover of the game. Lob over the top. And Evan Mobley soars up, flushes it home with a two-hand alley-oop jam. Max Strus with an assist. 24-23. Cleveland with a 1-point lead right now. Celtics with possession. Brown at the left wing perimeter. He's defended by Strus. 2.5 left to go in the first. Dribbles back out to the edge of the front court. Brown at the top of the key. Drives with a lot of room. Kick to the corner. Open three. Peyton Pritchard. Got it. Triple from trifecta land by Peyton Pritchard from the right corner. 6 for 9 right now from three-point range for Boston. Garland jumper to elbow. That rattles in. We trade buckets right now. 26 even. Approaching the 2-minute mark left to go in the first. Celtics will slow down tempo. Tatum sends it off to Brown. Brown bounce pass behind his back off to Horford. Right baseline dribble guarded by Mobley. Slipped inside the key. Gutted away though off to Holiday. Holiday attacks. Euro step. Tough shot over Garland. No good. He forced it up as it missed off the bottom left part of the glass there by Drew Holiday. And the rebound gets collected by Cleveland. Mobley handoff off to Strus. Flings it on top at the top of the key. It's a wide open three for Mobley and he couldn't convert on it. Celtics with it. Minute 40 left to go in the first here to tie game. Drew Holiday gets around Sam Merrill. Floats the pass down low. Missed the mark to Tatum. It's out of bounds. Miscommunication right there. Jason Tatum stopped off the roll down. Drew Holiday with his lob pass down low to Tatum sailed out of bounds. Not on the same page with one another. This is a playoff game right now. You got to get on the same page with one another right now if you're Tatum and Holiday. Joe, welcome in. Thanks for joining in here, man. Lou Cornette checks back in the game. If you're looking for a lob threat, you got one here with number 40 back in the game in green, black, and white for Boston. No Porzingis once again tonight. Karis LeVert, a late scratch from this game. No Donovan Mitchell or Jared Allen either. Sam Merrill swings it out on top off the Garland. Dribbles up inside the key. Floats up the runner. And Garland gets fouled. Reach and foul. Picked up charge to Sam Hauser. So this will be 2 shots at the free throw line. They actually got him on the shot. So they got him on the shot here by Hauser. So this will be 2 by Garland. First one's good. Second one's good. Yeah, Markieff Morris, I believe he's on the Mavs right now, so he's still in the league currently. Holiday laces up an open 3, missed off the back rim, tipped up to the backcourt. Holiday tracks it down. Final minute left to go in the first quarter. Boston finds themselves down by 2 at the moment here. Holiday backs his way on Garland. Holiday skip pass, right corner. Sam Hauser lays up the 3, came off the rim short. Rebound control for the defense by Sam Merrill. Here goes Cleveland with it with a 2-point lead. At the low block, Marcus Morris, his shovel pass gets sent over to Tristan Thompson. Handoff Garland, baseline dribble, circling around. Thompson bobbled it, got it back though. 8 on the shot clock. Merrill launches a 3 off the back iron, no good. Rebound secured by Hauser. Celtics with a possession right now, 30 seconds and under left to go in the first. Holiday will slow it down. 4-second differential, shot clock and game clock to close out the end of the first quarter now. Holiday, edge of the midcourt logo, guarded by Sam Merrill. Holiday dribbles up, brings along a double team. He tried to get the pass away, got deflected. Tatum got it back though. Skip pass, left corner, open 3. Sam Hauser bricked it off. It's a rebound. As we are under 5 ticks left to go on the clock, and Hauser off to Cornette. It's a goaltend violation charged to Cleveland. So Cleveland, with 1.1 seconds left, commits the goaltend violation. They'll credit the buckets inside the low block by Luke Cornette, and Cleveland gets the inbound, doesn't even bother taking a shot. 28-28, we get a tie game at the end of the first quarter right now. This Cleveland team, absolutely resilient. How it's a road game, 15.5-point underdog, and they're playing head-to-head in the first 12 minutes against the Celtics right now in a tie game. Wow, props to Cleveland. Like, these guys are playing out in their mind. Like, the best basketball ever that they're playing. Like, just like the Game 2 matchup right now. Cleveland, with what they have, with the players on the floor tonight, they're playing their best game that they have right now. 6 points each between Mobley, Garland, and Strus. 7 by Marcus Morris off the bench, which leads the way for the Cavs. And Derek White's been excellent so far today for him. He's got 10 points. This has been a bad Drew Holiday game so far. He forced up a jumper inside the key. He's got nothing for Drew. He does have 3 assists, but no points for Drew Holiday. 10 by White, just 5 by Tatum. Brown's only got 3. So the Jays have got off to a rough start so far. Pritchard has a 3. 2 each between Hauser and Cornette. It's basically been Derek White over a third of the points right now. Hey, what's good? Drew in the stream. Edith, Wensjoy in the channel. Welcome in. Thanks all for joining in tonight here. Yeah, so I saw there's an article on the Indy Star there, Joe, that says Indiana State's been busy in the transfer portal. Looks like they've been rebuilding their roster recently. So, oh wow. So, yeah, you said in the chat a couple minutes ago, so they got 8 new transfers that they have. I just found an article to that off of IndyStar.com. They got Merritt Alderink. Says he's from Zeeland, Michigan. He's the number 3 player in Michigan per 247 Sports. Bobby Cannon. Tyran Cook. I think he played for VMI. Virginia Military Institute, I believe. Marcus Harding from Central Michigan. Oh, yep, they got the school on here. Some of them they didn't have listed, but yeah, this Tyron Cook played for VMI. Marcus Harding played for Central Michigan, the Chippewas out of the MAC. They got a player from a community college with Janai Summers, as we're about to start the second quarter of action right now. Boston with the basketball. Sam Hauser, Jason Tatum, Luke Cornett, Drew Holiday, and Peyton Pritchard. The 5 on the floor for Boston. Tatum attacks inside the paint, flings it out to the corner. Pritchard with a follow-away 3, and he sinks it. 31-28 Boston. They get a transfer from Presbyterian for your team, Joe. Samaj Teal from Presbyterian, and then they get a transfer from Rice. Rice University by the name of Camp Wagner. Top of the key here with George Niang. Takes the 3 over Pritchard, missed off the rim, no good, and Cornette collects the defensive rebound. The time to go right now for the Celtics and start to build up the lead starts here at the beginning of the second. Tatum, guard at the top. George Niang picks up the reach and foul. And they have another transfer by the name of Jayan Walker from Raleigh, North Carolina. Looks like he had offers from Marshall and Georgia State, but he chose Indiana State. So they had 8 different transfers that they got recently for your team there, Joe. Inbound goes to Tatum. Tatum at the top, up fake, slides it off to Hauser, laces up the 3. Sam Hauser right down the chute, delivers. 34-28, bang, bang, Sam Hauser's first triple tonight in this game. Back-to-back threes by Boston, really heating up from 3. Okoro with a corner 3, splashes it. 34-31. This game has turned out to be a 3-point shooting contest right now. Celtics with a possession. Pritchard at the right corner. He's defended by Sam Merrill one-on-one. Pritchard dribbles up to the right elbow. Still backs his way on Merrill. Floats the pass off the Cornette. Hand off with 12 in the shot clock off to Tatum. Tatum at the left corner finds Hauser into the hand of Tatum once again. Tatum launches a 3 one-on-one. Came off the rim short. Hauser battle for the rebound. Out of bounds. Went off of Hauser left of the baseline. So this is going to be Cavs ball now. 10:19 remaining in the second. What's good? We'll see gaming in the stream. Welcome in. Thanks for joining back in. From Trinidad, Andre in the stream. Glad to have you back in. And Cleveland makes another jumper from 3 to tie it up at 34. And Joe Mazzulla will burn a timeout. 34-34 right now. As Max Strus knocks down the J. And we get a tie game. Max Strus open at the right corner. Sam Hauser forgot his assignment, sleeping. So he got caught napping late on the closeout. Max Strus catching fire. Sunk down a 3 over Sam Hauser. This Cleveland team tonight, they are resilient. Man, they're giving the Celtics a run for its money tonight. Derek White's got 10. 5 by Tatum, 3 by Brown. It actually comes from Pritchard off the bench. Peyton Pritchard just made his second 3 of the game. He's been huge so far off the bench tonight. Perfect 2 for 2 from 3. And, I mean, if Boston's missing their 3s tonight, then they're losing this game by double digits. Like, this Cavs team as well is shooting the ball at a solid clip, too. Boston is 8 for 15 from 3. They're 53% from 3. 48% from the floor. Right now, Cleveland, they're shooting pretty well too. 5 for 13, 39% from 3, 46% from the floor. I mean, this is just one heck of a game played by the Cavs right now. It's been a couple mental lapses defensively for Boston, but still, I mean, for them to be able to shoot this good from 3-point range, that's how they made it a game right now. Is being able to match them shot for shot from 3. Hey, what's good? Ozzy on the channel, Mark on the stream. Welcome in. Thanks all for joining in tonight here, everybody. If you guys are new to the channel, as we got over 300 plus. Let's go, everybody. Smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel that I cover. And Boston looking to take it home tonight and advance over to the Eastern Conference Finals. But this Cavs team, they're just a resilient bunch right now. Yeah, Boston's got 4 turnovers. Jaylen Brown is half of those with 2. That was a good coach's challenge that the Cavs won on. I could see the Celtics start to attack and get to the free throw line. That just hasn't been able to happen tonight. They're settling for so many threes for them, but I got no problem with it when they're making their threes tonight. They're red hot from 3-point range. Their perimeter defense just needs to start to lock up and defend the perimeter in this game. Right now, Max Strus has got their number. 2 for 3 from 3 for Max Strus. He went a perfect 5 for 5 in the last game to begin, and then it came crashing back down to earth in half number 2 of Game 4. So he's got 9. He leads the way. A lot of balance between the Cavs. 6 different scores ranging between 3 to 9 points for Cleveland right now. The Celtics have 7 different scores as well, ranging between 3 to 10 points. Derek White's the lone player in double figures with 10. We come back from the timeout. Jaylen Brown, he's only got 3 right now and 2 turnovers. He's going to get going in this game. Hauser at the free throw circle, sends it outside off to Pritchard. 2 of the shot clock. Pritchard, step back 3. TD Garden logo, no good. Missed off the backboard. And that was all backboard. Did not hit the rim. That's a shot clock violation. That's a good defensive possession there by Cleveland, locking up Sam Merrill step for step, defending right on Peyton Pritchard, able to clamp down and make sure it didn't hit any part of the rim. Merrill off the dribble handoff, takes a 3 and he splashes it. 37-34, Cleveland with a 3-point lead. Cavs making big shots tonight, Celtics as well, but Cleveland, they have really shown something so far this first half. Cornette sends it on top over to White. White dribbles up to the elbow, floats it up over the top. Luke Cornette throws it down with a right hand alley-oop jam. 36-37. 1 point lead here for the Cavs. 37-36. Spin move inside the key. Mobley left-handed hook, make it 39-36 with a bucket. 9 minutes left to go here before halftime as we go back and forth, back and forth. Mobley's got 8 points and 4 rebounds. Brown, edge of the midcourt logo. Brown dribbles up at the top, swings it outside to Hauser. Hauser back into the hands to Brown. Brown guarded by George Niang, looking for the mismatch. Brown drives right past George Niang, met by Mobley at the end at the cup. No good, missed the shot. Great contest there by Mobley. Loose ball to Hardwood as we get a scrum for the basketball right now. And I believe it's going to be a tie up here on the floor. Jaylen Brown got tied up with it inside the key. What's good? Kevin on the street. Welcome back in. Luis Carlos in the channel. Welcome aboard. Got a couple Luises here on the stream right now. Jaylen Brown got tied up. I believe it was George Niang he got tied up with. And Al Horford at the scores table about to check in just a moment. This will be... So we're trying to check to see who this will be going up for the jump ball. It's definitely Jaylen Brown. Evan Mobley heads towards the bench now for the Cavs. So my clock was running for quite a bit. We're down to 8:33 left to play in the second. So Jaylen Brown, he's jumping the jump ball here at the Celtics free throw circle. They're going to see who else is going to jump. I believe it's Sam Merrill. So Sam Merrill's the one who gets assigned the jump ball with Jaylen Brown right now. Al Horford checks back in as Brown tips it up off to Pritchard. Brown, Pritchard, White, Hauser, and Horford. That's the 5 on the floor. Tatum's currently getting a breather on the bench, so is Holiday. Brown backs his way inside the key, puts up a shot over George. That is over Max Strus and drills the 2. 39-38. Cavs by 1. Strus drives, floats it out to the right wing, off to Niang. Niang dribbles up, working on the low block, blocked by Hauser. Not. Oh, wow. I was going to say not clean, but George Niang actually got called in a travel violation there. So this is going to be a turnover committed by Niang. And it goes back over to the Celtics. So turnover charge to George Niang down low. So that was a clean block according to the referees by Hauser. But turned it over prior to that. 8 minutes left to play before halftime. Pritchard dribbles, drives, skip pass, gave up the open 2 for the open 3, and he missed it. Al Horford missed the wide open 3 at the left corner. Cleveland with the basketball. Garland at the top of the free throw circle, dribbles up, drives into Horford. Garland sneaks around, and he drops it through. Good for 2. It's a 3-point lead for the Cavs once again. 41-38. Celtics with a possession here. Top of the key, Jaylen Brown. Brown gets around one defender, Garland, guarded by Okoro, now met down low by Thompson, and Brown will draw the reach and foul. Charge to Okoro. That's going to be Okoro's 3rd currently. So Isaac Okoro in deep foul trouble, just picked up personal foul number 3 in this first half. Sharif on the stream, welcome in. Yeah, this has been a really good game tonight. I have to say, Cleveland is playing their hearts out right now with all the players that they have injured tonight. Yeah, Drew Holiday, Jason Tatum, they haven't been on the floor in quite a bit of time. Jaylen Brown dribbles baseline, and he scores up and off the glass. Good for 2. Yeah, so right now, Tatum's on the bench. Holiday just checked in, so Drew Holiday is back out there on the floor. Holiday, Pritchard, Horford, White, and Brown. There's an open 3 sunk down by Marcus Morris. 44-40. Marcus Morris Sr. has got 10 points currently, the top player in the scoring column for the Cavs. Pritchard, right baseline dribble. Pritchard moves it outside of Horford. He tries an open 3, bricked off the back rim, no good. Rebound secure by Niang. These wide open 3s by Horford that he keeps on breaking is wasting possessions for the Celtics right now. Morris, jumper over Derek White. Marcus Morris knocks down the 2. He's got 12 points right now. 46-44. Marcus Morris channeling his inner Caleb Martin or so against the Celtics ghost of the past. Here's a wide open 3 again by Horford. He sinks it. Hey, I guess if you miss it, try again for the big fella. Good for you right there for Al Horford. 46-43, 6:20 remaining. Open 3, George Niang bricked it off the back rim. This has been a 3-point shooting contest right now. Top of the key, it's to the hands to Brown. Lobs it down low, Holiday. Kick out to the corner, open 3, Horford no good. When are they going to go to the paint? They keep on kicking it out to shooters around the perimeter. Wide open 3s, and they're bricking them right now. Back and forth game. Under 6 minutes left to go before halftime. Marcus Morris, 12 points. Backs his way in Pritchard on a mismatch. Turnaround jumper, baseline, no good. Around the rim and out, tipped up. Tristan Thompson with an offensive rebound. He forgot to box out. Niang with a 3, missed around the rim and out. Rebound controlled by Pritchard. Pritchard burst the speed, blow by to the rim, out of control. And got rejected by the bottom part of the rim. No call by the referees as they will say no foul. Garland forces up a 3. Garland, I think they're going to call timeout before that. Yeah, they called a timeout by the Cavs before Garland forced up the 3. 5:29 left to go before half. It's a lot of game time that went along that current stretch that there was just no stoppages or anything, as we're going to take a timeout now. Yeah, the perimeter D is atrocious once again for Boston. Like, they haven't learned anything from last year, being down to 0-3 and getting ripped to shreds against dudes like Caleb Martin in that series, because Marcus Morris has turned into one of those players once again that's been a ghost of the Celtics past that keeps on haunting them. Marcus Morris, he is the top scorer. He's got 12 off the bench. 5 for 6 shooting, 2 for 2 from 3. I don't know what in the world they're doing. Peyton Pritchard keeps on getting switched up on matchups that's down inside the key for him. And it's a clear-cut size advantage when you got other guys that's like 6'8", 6'9", shooting over a player that's 6'1". That's a bucket all day. There was a time in this game where he got switched up to defend Mobley down low, and that did not end up well. Yeah, that was That was unfortunate. Pritchard had that open too, and he kicked it out to the corner. I'm going to go over Al Horford's shot attempts right now because there's just not much balance for Boston. It's just Al Horford shooting a bunch of threes. That's what it looks like out there tonight. Al Horford, 2 for 6 from 3 right now for him. That number, the 6 shot attempts, seems like it's a lot more than what he's attempted. So, Tatum's only attempted 5 shots tonight. Horford's attempted 6. Horford is the number 2 player in attempted shots behind Derek White, which Derek White came out in this game red hot shooting the ball. Derek White's 4 for 8. He's the top scorer. I got no problem with Derek White taking those 8 shots so far since he's been able to bury half of those shots. He came out red hot to begin. But Al Horford, I mean, passing up open opportunities for Al Horford to be open, to knock down corner shots when he's been struggling, then that's going to change here. He's made just a third of his threes so far for him. Everything that he's shot has been a three-point shot. This is getting to be way too three-point heavy. Boston is 9 for 20 from 3. And again, they're lucky they've made those 9 threes. They're 45% from 3. That's a great percentage. That's a great percentage. But I got to see some more balance because right now they've attempted 23s. They've attempted just 17 twos. And usually it's been they attempt around the ballpark range in the previous games or so in the first half. They'll attempt around 16 threes and they'll attempt around 24 twos. I need to see them going more attack mode to the paint instead of just trying to knock down the perimeter shots. Yeah, thanks for joining in. Welcome back in that part to the stream here, bud. Yeah, I do worry about the Celtics competition level that they've played against the Heat and the Cavs and against both of the teams that were dealing severely with injuries, that once they get into a series against the Nuggets in the finals, it could be tough sledding in that series based on how the West is stacked this year, and the Celtics just ran away with the East with not really a difficult schedule at all. That's a jumper made by Morris as he is up to 14, 48-43, largest deficit for Boston. White drives downhill to the rim, up and in off the backboard. Good for 2 by Derek White. That's what I like to see right there. Somebody attacking, going downhill to the rim. Derek White's been the answer to that all day. He leads the way with 12. Cleveland with a possession. Garland at the top. Lob down low, deflected by White. White got called, though, in the reach-in, so it wasn't clean. Yeah, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Nuggets are the only team that swept the Celtics this year. Denver went 2-0 against Boston. I believe the Celtics won at least a game or greater against every single opponent this season. But yeah, it all depends because Boston's going to take on a Knicks team that's much, much mentally tougher than them. So the question is, can they even get out of that Eastern Conference matchup? But if they do, I feel like right now, based on the team that we're seeing, they're going to have to make some serious adjustments, or it could be tough sledding if they get met up against the Nuggets in the NBA Finals. Lob down low. White inside the key, floats it outside to Tatum. Tatum lobs it off to Brown. Brown catches it. Brown got fouled as he was held up on by Sam Merrill. The clock will stop now with 4:09. Yeah, NFL schedule coming up in the next couple minutes. I saw the Patriots got a game out in London. That's actually my birthday, October 20th, 9:30 a.m. on my birthday in London. Inbound for Boston. Jaylen Brown at the top. Brings along a double team. Gets the way off to White. They brought the double. Left a wide open shooter. Derek White knocks down a 3. 48 even. Derek White's got 15. When you gamble, you brought the double, and Derek White able to respond back to tie the game. Horford with a huge rejection. Celtics with a possession. Top of the key, Tatum. Outside Horford into the hands to Brown. Brown at the left wing. Backs his way on Garland. Brown inside the key. Sneaks his way right past Garland. That is an offensive foul, though. Turnover committed by Jaylen Brown as Darius Garland took a shot to his face. And he is down right now. So 3:38 left to go. Jaylen Brown pushing off on Darius Garland off the So he backed his way inside a key. Let's see. And then Jaylen Brown. It's tough to tell from that camera angle, the first one. Did he lead in with the elbow here? Ooh, yeah, he did. Second one, you can clearly see that elbow. Or Jaylen elbowing Darius Garland right to the face. Took one to the teeth for Darius Garland. It's a hard elbow, too. 3:38 left to go before half. We're going to take a timeout right now. I believe the Celtics are going to challenge this. So I got Celtics full timeout on the ESPN play-by-play box score right now. So Boston's going to challenge this call. I don't see how this is going to be overturned. That's kind of a stupid call by Mazzulla. I mean, Darius Garland went down hard. He went down hard with that elbow. You couldn't see it from the first replay since the camera was directly behind Jaylen Brown, but the other two, I could clearly see an elbow snuck in there. The right elbow off the Euro step hit the teeth area of Darius Garland. I don't know why Joe Mazzulla's challenging this right now. This one should stay Cleveland basketball. That should be ruled an offensive foul. There's clearly a mark on Darius Garland's mouth from contact there from the elbow for Jaylen Brown. So he was down. He was down for like a full 15 seconds after the play. Took a shot from a right elbow, or that's actually the left. The left elbow of Jaylen Brown grazed Darius Garland right in the face, and that is an unsuccessful challenge. I don't know what the heck Joe Mazzulla is looking at. That is an unsuccessful challenge. It's just bad coaching right there. 48-48. The player was clearly down for over 15 seconds. And you want to go challenge that on an elbow? I mean, it's clearly right there that there was an elbow being thrown by Jaylen Brown. It's just an awful challenge, especially at this stage of the game. This is only the first half right now. If this game continues to be like it is, you might be wishing you had that timeout back. The Celtics lost that timeout. 3:20 left to go before halftime. Marcus Morris, he has got 12, leading the way. Baseline jumper, deep two. And he buried it. They're not going to count it, though. So he stepped out of bounds in the corner, so they will not count that corner jumper for a deep two. He stepped out of bounds. Derek White at the top of the key. Dribbles up, drives. Kick out to the corner. Horford, open three. Late closeout by Mobley. He drills it. Third made triple tonight by Al Horford. 51-48. Been shooting a bunch of threes in this game. Luckily for Boston, they've been able to make them. Dean Wade, that's a terrible pass. That goes down in the Big Ew book of 2024 for the playoffs. Bad pass out of bounds by Dean Wade. Yikes. Turnover committed by Cleveland. Horford with 9 points, 2 blocks. And Boston has possession. White dribbles, kick out to the wing. Horford at the right corner finds Brown. Brown's guarded by Morris, dribbles towards his left at the TD Garden logo. Right wing perimeter. Brown sends it off to White. Off fake, drives past Garland. Inside the key, runner came off the rim short, tipped up. Offensive rebound, Drew Holiday swings it out to the baseline. Here comes Al Horford right down the lane. And they will not count the bucket as he stepped out of bounds with it. What is going on right now? This is bad basketball. Really bad basketball being displayed. The Celtics should be just putting this team away. Currently, they are not doing so. Garland at the right wing perimeter, signaling the offense as he is guarded by Horford around the perimeter. Garland drives into Horford, has a step right past him, blocked from behind by Horford out of bounds. Good job by Horford to recover there, get his hands up and block the layup attempt by Garland from behind. So this will stay Cleveland basketball here. This is going to be a major wake-up call to Boston this first half. That this is a close game right now between them and their opponent, missing 5 players entering this game. Lob by Garland, up to the perimeter, deflected, intercepted by Brown, outlet pass ahead to Tatum, punches it home with a right-handed flush. 53-48 right now, Boston by 5, part of a 13-2 run. Max Strus, very close to being a backcourt violation there, but Jaylen Brown committed a reach and foul. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell's not playing tonight in this game. Neither is Jared Allen or Karis LeVert. The Celtics should not be having trouble with this team whatsoever. They should be beating this team by 25, 30 points. Not in a 5-point game in the final minute 45 left to go before half. Runner by Garland, missed off the back rim. Holiday collects the defensive rebound. Up the floor now for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown backs his way to the mid-block. Brown's guarded by Strus one-on-one. Brown swings it outside to the wing. Derek White, and he attacked downhill, but the Cavs commit a reach and foul. Sam Merrill reaches in. Clock will stop with 1:32. Yeah, it's looking like they might not even attempt a single free throw this first half. They got to make some sort of just effort to get to the rim. Settling for way too many threes just like that. Tatum bricks a 3, came off the rim short. Horford lob to the low block to Tatum. He's going to mismatch with Garland. Just go on him off the pivot, attack the paint. No, instead he decides to pass it for a 3. White out to the corner off the Holiday. Shot clock's down to 3. It leads to an open 3 by Horford. Missed again. Tip to the corner. Horford tries to save it. Oh, he pinned it out of bounds off of Dean Wade. It's going to stay Boston basketball. Al Horford with a major hustle play. Burst of speed right to the corner for the 37-year-old, and he flings it right off of Dean Wade. Playing dodgeball from 3 feet away in the corner. Watch out for the Celtics bench. Here comes Pritchard. Here comes Porzingis. Watch out! And then Horford pings it right off of Dean Wade, right in front of Porzingis and Pritchard in the corner of the bench. The big fellow is up there in his street clothes and his sweatshirt tonight for Porzingis. Final minute left to go before halftime. Brown dribbles up to the elbow. Gotta get to the rim. Brown looking for the mid-ranger. Takes it off the back rim. No good. Rebound secured by Strus. Where is the penetration to take it any further instead of just 14 feet? It seems like everything's been done from 14 feet plus in this game for Boston. Skip pass, left corner, open 3. Oh, they hit it. That's a big U for the Boston Celtics defense. Sam Merrill wide open on the corner 3. And nobody there to close out whatsoever. 53-51. It's only a 2-point game. Evan Mobley recording the assist. That's all Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum didn't even bother closing out. It's an open 3-point knockdown with Sam Merrill. Tatum will get to the free throw line. So finally, they're in a bonus now. First one is good by Tatum. So there was a foul picked up off the inbound charge to Cleveland. 54-51. This game should not be this close. Once again, playing down to their competition. They keep on playing like this, they're going to get smoked against the Knicks if they're going to play like this. They're going to get absolutely smoked. Doesn't matter how many players are listed out in that series, because it doesn't matter how many players are listed out in this game. They got 5 players listed out for Cleveland, and we got just a 3-point game with 37 seconds remaining before halftime. You got to wake up here, Boston. This is a home game right now. Free throw number 2 is good. 55-51. Keeps on seeing like the same mistakes as last year with this team. You got to put this team away. Strus blocked from behind by White. Tipped up in the air. Tatum collects the basketball. Celtics with a possession. That's a game-winning play right there by Derek White. Tatum, 4-second differential shot clock and game clock. He will slow it down for the Celtics. Looking for the big dagger here to close out going to halftime. A major shot to give them all the momentum. Tatum, top of the key. 6 in the shot clock, 10 in the game clock. Tatum, step back 3 in the air, takes it, and he makes it. Bang, 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 bang. It's good for the triple by Jason Tatum. 58-51, 4.3 seconds left to go before half. That was massive by Tatum right there with a monster 3. Big time step back J for JT. That's huge. Celtics just committed a technical. Tatum just committed a technical foul according to the refs. So a soft technical by the referees after he made the three. I think for taunting Garland at the end of it here. Yeah, I don't know where the tech is. Oh, shaking off the knockdown by Garland. As he thought he was fouled. Thought it should have been an and one. He waved off the officials. And he gets teed up for a simple wave to the officials. Waving off that he should have got fouled. 58-52. Cavs get the inbounds, and they will not be able to get off the last shot at the buzzer. Derek White. Huge block in that sequence as he denies Garland here. Off the off fake. Yep, he got him. Right at the buzzer. Derek White with a block. We go into halftime. 58-52 the score. Celtics by 6 in a game that should not be this close. Jason Tatum with a monster three to get his team a 6-point lead. That's a big point off the technical free throw awarded on the board to Cleveland. If the Celtics do lose this game, and that point does make a difference, we'll go right back to that last play. The very, very soft technical by the refs. So we're through one half in the books right now. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell here if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams in the channel. And Jason Tatum finally awakened right now. 12 points by Tatum, made a monster three right before half. 4 for 8, 2 for 4 from 3. 6 rebounds. He's been a double-double machine in this playoffs for him. 15 by Derek White. He's legit saving Boston here. It's a great version of Derek White tonight because if he was the Derek White of the last game, they would be down right now by like double digits at halftime. It'd be like a 10 or an 11-point deficit without Derek White most likely going into half in this game. Want to see more from Jaylen Brown tonight. Like, he's got just 7. He's got to get going here in half 2 for Jaylen. Jrue Holiday, too, hasn't really been able to make much of an impact for Jrue tonight. He was excellent in the previous 2 games, but Derek White is basically like reverse roles with Jrue Holiday. It's been a Derek White type of game tonight for the Celtics. Al Horford's got 9. It's crazy how many opportunities he has had today for Al Horford. He's open. He's been open a ton. Like, Cleveland's just leaving him wide open. He needs to take advantage of those more, though. He's just 3 for 8. He's attempted all his shots being 3-point shots, but only 3 for 8 by Al Horford. He just needs to be able to capitalize on those opportunities when it happens, but I'd rather have him pass up the open 3 than a 2 because they got to show some sort of balance right now. That balance has not been nowhere near being apparent in this first half. Just way too many threes that they've attempted. 25 3-point shot attempts. That's way too many. They're already midway to 50 right now. 46 total shots. They've attempted 25 threes, 21 twos. It's usually reversed. So I got to see them get to the rim more in the second half and put this team into foul trouble. Put the Cavs into foul trouble here in half 2. Right now, only 2 free throws, and it was in the final minute left to go where Tatum shot 2 free throws for him. So we got to be able to see some sort of balance where Boston can get to the free throw line, start to attack more, and go downhill to the rim on this team, because that's what was successful, especially in Game 3. Tatum played downhill, and it really showed how he scored 33 points in that Game 3 matchup, and same thing for Game 4. Once again, he played downhill tonight for him, or for Game 4 as well. And the whole team just keeps on jacking up threes, like, for both sides. This has turned out to be a 3-point shooting contest tonight, and I'd like to see if the Celtics can change that to be getting more balance instead of having a lot of predictability, and then that your opponent is going to know that you're going to shoot the threes a lot more. So 58-52. Obviously, I like that halftime number to be much bigger, but third quarter, this is where the Celtics usually start to do their damage, is the third quarter, and that's if we see Boston go on a monster run fast, it's going to be over before you know it. Yeah, definitely in the fourth quarter. They just look different. The final 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Now, with that being said, it's been a lot of their games in the fourth quarter have been determined around the ballpark range of 8 to 12 points that they've had a lead with like 8 minutes left. And if they have that range between like 8 to 12 points, they just flip that switch, and then they win by like 14-15 at the very end for them. And that was the case in Game 3. Last game was a different story for them. That was one that they needed to take right there, being able to close out a close game. They won by 7 in the last game, and this might be another one depending on what happens at the start of this third quarter. If they allow them to keep on hanging in, this could be another one of those games like the last game. But I think the third quarter, especially the first couple minutes, Boston might have an opportunity to go on something like a 10-0 run to begin this third quarter. Wouldn't shock me if they finally catch fire, start to go on like a 10-0 run. Yeah, that was a really soft tech by the officials. Jason Tatum made the three. He got knocked down, and then he just waved it off. He waved it off at the officials, and the officials teed him up for that. Like, I think the key to watch for here is if Boston does allow the Cavs to hang in, then the thing to watch is how the Celtics close out the third quarter. Because the previous two games, they've closed out the third quarter on a bang, and they've taken all that momentum and energy into the fourth quarter for them. I think this could propel them into the third quarter, honestly, tonight. That Jason Tatum 3, this might be a quarter early, but the start of a massive run for the Celtics. So, what I said a couple minutes ago, I would not be shocked if Boston comes out and starts off this third quarter on like a 10-0 run or like an 11-0 run, and really starts off in a flash. And then before you know it, the score's like 70-52, and then it's over, just like that. So I think that 3 is huge by Jason Tatum. Finally gets the crowd involved, everybody into it, and builds confidence up for Tatum as well. Derek White, he's looked great tonight for him. I think he's going to get some more opportunities because his threes, he's 3 for 5, been able to capitalize in the most part for him. I like to see Drew Holiday as well be able to make an impact for sure, and have to, because he's got nothing right now for him to be able to get his game going on. Just hasn't been able to do so today. One of his shots he forced up inside a key hasn't been able to look like himself, but he's been able to play more so downhill for him too. Plus he made 4 threes in the last game, which led the team. Hey, what's good? Arcel on the stream. Thanks for joining in here. So right now we're at halftime. Boston up by 6, looking to extend this lead. Yeah, that's going to change real fast, I'm pretty sure. He's only attempted 2 shots for him. Celtics are moving the ball. They're moving the ball fairly well. Shooting it at a pretty solid clip. 48% from the floor. Also 48% from 3. Their threes are dropping down. I need to see some more balance out of them and have to. Like a combination between 3s, 2s, and getting to the rim, drawing Cleveland into foul trouble, getting to the free throw line. Yes. So I don't know exactly when Porzingis is gonna come back. Either the Eastern Conference Finals or the NBA Finals. I'm not entirely sure when. I'll see if there's any updates to that. He was seen walking at practice a couple days ago. What's good, Ron in the stream? Welcome back in, man. Yeah, I don't see any updates on Porzingis just yet, so I'm not entirely sure. There hasn't been like a concrete timetable that's been stated there for Porzingis. Yeah, so still not a Celtics win tonight, but things looking upwards right now with that Tatum 3, but you still got the second half left to go. Yeah, thanks for joining back in here, Mario. I'll be back tomorrow night as well, covering the T-Wolves against the Nuggets. So if you'd like to come on back tomorrow night, I believe that game's at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Feel free to do so. And then all depends what happens in this game. If the Celtics somehow do lose tonight, then I plan on being back covering Celtics against Cavs on Friday. That'll be Game 6. I believe it's at 8:30 p.m. on Friday if there is a Game 6. If not, then I would cover the Pacers against Knicks with their Game 6 on Friday night. Yeah, I didn't like that altogether. I thought it was a soft tee by the officials, but also, like, Tatum's gonna stop complaining too. Like, just gotta be tough and be on to next play mindset for Tatum. Hey, what's good? Anastasia on the stream. Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in again. Feel free to let us know out in the chat who you guys like to win this game tonight here, Celtics or Cavs. Yeah, LeBron was at the last Cavs game for him. So, supporting his former team out there a couple nights ago in Cleveland. Wouldn't shock me to see a LeBron Cavs reunion, honestly, in the future. I do not actually, so I don't have a P.O. box, Mario. Hey, appreciate it, Mario. So I have an email address. The email address that I have, it's in the About tab of my channel. So if you go over to the About tab, and then you should be able to click the email address, and then that's able to, like, email me over to connect, and just let me know it's Mario, and then I'll see what I can do for you there, man. What's good? We'll see gaming in the stream. Glad to have you back in here, man. Hopefully the Celtics sustain that second quarter burst that they had. Yeah, a lot of shots taken by Al Horford. I want to see some more two-point shots for them, that they actually are able to get downhill and go to the rim and put the Cavs into much more foul trouble in half two, because that was just like a three-point shooting contest that they were going through in that first half. So they got to get some sort of balance with their team, but they shot more threes than they did with twos. Luckily for the Celtics, they made those threes, because if not, right now they're 12 for 25 from three. If they're not making those threes, if that number is something like 7 for 25 in the first half or like 4 for 25, oh man, I'd be shredding them at halftime. So you guys are lucky that I'm not like yelling or anything, or it's only been one major big ew that they've had all together in the first half. I have to give props for Cleveland. Cleveland played a pretty solid first half for them. I get to see more out of the Celtics, though. Like, with all those players listed out, they should be up by double digits at halftime, at the least. They should be up by 10 at the least. But once again, allowing the Cavs to just keep on hanging in. And I said at the half, I would not be shocked if this Celtics team goes on like a really good run to start off this third quarter. I'm hoping for like a 10-zip, 11-zip run for them to start off this third quarter. And then before you know it, they're up like 70-52. And then the game's over. So this third quarter is going to be telling right now. That Jason Tatum 3 was massive. Looking to see if they can keep that momentum going into half number 2 right here. And this is going to be a telling story. So here we go, about to start half number 2. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Celtics with the ball, left to right on the floor. Boston 12 for 25 from 3. Cavs 8 for 19. Way too many threes going down right now in that first half. White, top of the key as we start off the third quarter. Hot hand with 15. Jacks up the 3. No good off the back rim. Too strong. Rebound secure by Wade. That's not his best look for a shot there, as he attempted a 30-footer. As it was a pretty good contest by Cleveland. Okoro on the outside sends it off to Garland. 5 on the floor look like this for Cleveland. Max Strus, Darius Garland, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, and also Dean Wade, as that's a 3 made by Max Strus. 58-55. Instead of starting off with a run for the Celtics, they're -3 on the board, and Boston turns it over. Yikes. All right, Cleveland, signs of life once again. Dr. Leopard Gecko in the stream, welcome back in. White, Brown, Tatum, Holiday, Horford, 5 of the floor for the Celtics as they're back playing defense right now. Garland at the top of the key, guarded by Horford. Horford guarding Garland. Garland underneath, shovels it off to Mobley. Mobley able to bounce it in, good for 2 with a bucket. It's only a 1-point game. It's part of a 5-zip run by the Cavs to begin the third. Celtics with possession. Horford moves it off to the right corner. Holiday, he's got nothing. Skip past right corner. That almost sailed out of bounds. Horford lucky that he was able to corral it. Holiday backs his way on Strus inside the key. Holiday goes up. Holiday, as he got fouled. So this will be 2 shots here coming up at the free throw line, and Drew Holiday with an opportunity to finally put together his first points on the board tonight. So 2 free throws here by Drew Holiday. Looking for his first point, and he's got it. So he got the bounce. Second shot right down the middle. 60-57. Back and forth, back and forth. Cavs with the possession. Holiday, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Took him all that time to finally get on the board, but Able to get there for Drew tonight. Garland at the wing. Bounce pass goes down to the mid-block. Into the hands to Mobley. Backs his way into Holiday. Mobley lost the handle. Turns it over. Huge collision between Mobley and Holiday. They're out of the play. Tatum. Pass off to Horford. Horford able to shake a defender. Dunks it down with a two-handed jam. Darius Garland just slipped his footing inside the key and just fell down on his backside, led to the wide open transition dunk by Horford. Tatum with a steal. Tatum soars up, lays it up at the rim, right over Dean Wade, up and in off the backboard, good for 2. 4 straight points off 2 steals in a row for the Celtics. 14 points now by Tatum. Garland slows it down. He's defended by Horford around the perimeter. Garland dribbles out free throw circle. Garland turned around over Horford. No good. Tipped around the rim and out. Rebound secure by Brown here for the Celtics. Boston with the basketball. Jaylen Brown up the floor, finds White. Outside, Tatum steps into an open 3. No good. At a great look. Battle for the rebound. Offensive rebound. Al Horford. He passes underneath the hoop. It leads the wide open 2. Score by Tatum. Up and then off the backboard. And the Celtics lead by 9. 66-57. This should be a foul as well, committed by Cleveland. Jaylen Brown got stepped on underneath the hoop at the backside of this play, as the referees will take a look at this at the monitor. Timeout on the floor. 66-57 as the Cavs burn a timeout with 9:07 in the third. We'll see if that warrants a foul. Jaylen Brown at the backside of the play got stepped on. I don't know who it was, but somebody stepped on Jaylen Brown. The very tail end of that play, and then the cameras cut to the commercial break. Al Horford, massive hustle play, came up with an offensive rebound and was guarded by 2 players in the far side corner. Then he whipped it in down low underneath the Tatum, who scored. Tatum's my favorite Celtics player currently. All time, it's Paul Pierce. Celtics by 9. Finally able to hit some momentum. And they did not start out well. This is part of a 9-zip run by Boston. So my quote was a little off during halftime. I did say that, hey, maybe Boston will start with like a 10 or an 11-zip run. I did not see them being down, allowing their opponent to be on a 5-zip run, but then responding back in a 9-0 run in response, though. So Boston leads by 9 now. Tatum's got 16. 16 right now for Tatum, and a couple quick buckets that he has made. The Celtics able to capitalize off of these Cleveland turnovers recently. Cleveland had 2 straight turnovers in a row, and Boston leads their points total 6-zip on the fast break. Hey, what's good? Juan in the stream. Welcome back in here, man. Really good sign right now. Drew Holiday was able to score. Still yet to make a field goal, but I like how he was able to get downhill and attack to the rim. Tatum's got 16. White, he's been excellent all game long with 15 for him. Horford's got 11 in double figures. Marcus Morris, 14 points, was not out there to start off the fourth quarter. Celtics have had some issues guarding him for some reason today for Marcus Morris. Max Strus is 12. Max Strus started off a perfect 5 for 5 from 3 in the last game and really came back down, crashing down to earth in the second half. 10 points by Evan Mobley. Darius Garland's just got 9. Garland's got only 3 for 10 shooting tonight for Garland, and he needed to go off. He needed 30-plus points for Garland tonight. They don't have anybody who's been able to just go off in this game, and that's an issue right now for the Cavs. Siegel, what's good? Welcome back in with a dono. Appreciative from Siegel here. Let's get that dono hype on the stream here for Siegel. You're the legend, brother. Dr. Leopard Gecko, welcome to the channel here, bud. Thanks for joining in for Dr. Leopard Gecko on the stream. Incredible hustle play by Al Horford. He was able to track down the offensive rebound, went to the corner, and he scored it. It was actually Drew Holiday down low who got stepped on by a Cav player, but there was no foul for extracurriculars after the whistle. It was just an accident there ruled by the officials. So 66-57. Boston's largest lead up by 9 in this game currently. Cleveland has the possession. Drew Holiday in the playoffs a plus 9.6. Jason Tatum a plus 9.8. Those two are just shy of Jalen Williams out of OKC and Chet Holmgren, who are the top 1 and 3 plus minuses in the NBA. Tatum is a plus. He's the second best plus minus in the NBA playoffs at the moment, and then Holiday's the fourth best plus minus. Al Horford keeps on delivering, took the three, right down the chute, cashes it in for the triple. There's the 11-zip run that I talked about at halftime with the Celtics, except they did not start off the third quarter with an 11-zip run. It eventually happened. Kick, quarter, three, Holiday no good, skipped around the rim and out. Rebound secure by Cleveland. 8:20 left to go in the third. The wheels start to fall off a little bit here for the Cavs. Hand off Garland. He's missed 7 shots, only made 3. Outside it goes to Okoro. Pump fake off to Wade. Passes down low to the cutting Okoro, and Okoro with the right hand scores for 2. Siegel, absolute legend with another dono. You the man, brother. Really appreciate it. Celtics with the ball right corner. Derek White looking to turn the corner. Flings it outside Horford. Horford at the left wing. Moves on top over to Holiday. Holiday 10 on the shot clock. Drew Holiday drives inside, circles around. 6 on the shot clock. Outside off to White. White at the right corner. Step back 3 in the air. Derek White no good. Around the rim and out. Rebound secured by Strus. 10-point game. Strus, baseline dribble, guarded by Tatum. Kick out left corner. Okoro, left baseline dribble. Stepped, says... Actually, no, it's going to be a reach and foul charge to Boston. So he did not step out of bounds in the corner. Celtics committed the reach and foul. That's on Jaylen Brown. Yeah, thanks so much for the Mr. Tops fund there from Siegel. Really appreciate it, brother. Al Horford's father right now in attendance tonight. Big Al Horford game for him. The Cavs just keep on leaving him wide open, and lately Al Horford's making the Cavs pay. 14 points, making 4 threes right now for Horford. Inbound for Garland. Garland yet to get going tonight. Just 9 total points on 3 for 10 shooting. Garland guarded by Horford. Takes the 3 in the air. Off the rim, no good. Deflected out of bounds. Last off of Tatum. Ah, man, sorry to hear that, Siegel. Yeah, hopefully things get much, much better for you, man. Wishing you the best of luck in your speedy recovery. Garland attacks the paint on Horford, no good. Big defensive rebound, crashing the glass by Al Horford. A rebound secure by Boston. 7 minutes left to go in the third. Here goes Brown, out of control. Got clipped to the back end. Are you going to give him the free throws or no? Driving on Dean Wade right here, and then Okoro comes in, and this will be 2 free throws. And they're gonna give Jaylen Brown 2 shots at the free throw line, so 2 free throws here for Jaylen Brown. The first one no good. He's had free throw issues for him this season. That was way too strong. Second shot by Brown, right down the middle. 70-59. 7 minutes left to go in the third. Celtics start to push up their point total right now. Start to take control of this game and start to really get this momentum in their favor currently. Max Strus jacks up a 3 over Horford. That results in an air ball. Everything going in the Celtics' direction right now. Brown up the floor. Top of the key. Lobs it down low. Posting up was Holiday. Deflected, and we have another loose ball foul picked up charge to Cleveland. I like what they're doing right now. Finally getting some balance. Attacking. Playing more downhill instead of jacking up 3s by Boston. Getting to the rim. I love their adjustment that they've made in the second half. 70-59, and eventually Cleveland keeps on picking up more fouls, then they're going to be in a bonus sooner rather than later. Celtics with an inbound. Top of the key, it's White. Derek White off the double team. Pass off the roll down Tatum. Flings it out to the corner. Horford into the hands to Holiday. Holiday at the right corner. He's guarded by Merrill. 1-on-1. Step back 3 in the air. Drew Holiday, no good. Deflected out of bounds off of Cleveland. Evan Mobley tried to tip it off to Merrill. Right next to him, though. Went out of bounds off Mobley. So even though it's not the start that they hoped for, this second half, better basketball being displayed here by the Celtics. Al Horford, standing ovation by the crowd, checks out of the game towards the bench right now. Brown gets the inbound. It's Brown, White, Tatum, Holiday, and Luke Cornett. And that's the five on the floor currently for the Celtics. Brown, step back three in the air. Max Strus in no man's land. Brown bricked the three, went to the top of the backboard out of bounds. Really good look. Really, really good look by Jaylen Brown, but couldn't convert on it. Max Strus, he didn't even bother contesting that shot. He was flying out in transition after Brown jacked up the three. It looked like he thought that that three was going to go off the rim anyway. Mobley, handoff Strus, runner. Off the back iron, no good. Deflected out of bounds. Last off of Mobley. Wow, Evan Mobley right now just looking defeated out there. Really struggling to box out last couple possessions and losing the ball, juggling it out of bounds the second time in a 45-second span. Celtics by 11 with possession. Tatum looking for the bang-bang. No good. Missed off the back rim of the three taken at the right wing. Cleveland with possession. Garland shovels off to Mobley. Oh, somebody forgot their defensive assignment. Where is Luke Cornett at the rim where you need him? Clear pathway as Evan Mobley punches it through with a two-handed dunk. 70-61. That's a yikes defensively right there for Boston. Looking for a better possession here on the offensive side of the floor. Holiday floats it up over the top. Hauser could have get the, Cornett could have get the alley-oop jam back over to Tatum. Tatum attacks inside the paint. Tatum with the right hand gets fouled. And he'll shoot two at the free throw line. Jason Tatum, 2 shots coming up. It's Max Strus who commits the shooting foul. What's good? Juan in the stream, welcome in. Yeah, big win for the Bruins last night to stay alive. First free throw is good by Tatum. 71-61. Second free throw is good. Celtics by 11. Approaching the 5-minute mark left to go in the third. Boston right now controlling this game. Tatum's got 18, 15 by White, 14 by Horford. Strus sends it off to the free throw circle. Mobley gets around Cornett. And one covered up at the free throw line by Evan Mobley. Back-to-back poor defensive possessions by Luke Cornett. Just gets blown past off the dribble by Evan Mobley. The Celtics were looking for a travel but couldn't get the call. Free throw is good. 72-64. Ice Baby, welcome back in. Thanks for joining back in here. JDC, welcome back on the stream, brother. What a game we got here. It's only an 8-point game. Celtics have yet to make a field goal in the last 2 minutes plus. Right now, gotta get something here with under 5 minutes left to go as Brown had his opportunity get deflected inside the key by Mobley. Mobley with it. Mobley looking to drive on Cornett. Mobley pivot move over Cornett with a left hand and he scores up and through. It bounces in. It's good for 2. It's only a 6-point game. 72-66. Oh boy. Here we go. 17 points by Evan Mobley. 9 this quarter. He is awoken. Tatum guarded by Morris. Morris with a major impact in the first half. Tatum at the right wing. Bounce pass behind his back. Sets up Derek White. White drives on Garland. Backs his way inside the key. White tough shot. No good. Cornett mistimed his jump. A lot of minus plays out of Luke Cornett. The previous couple plays on both sides of the floor. Garland step back 3 in the air. No good. Missed it around the rim and out, and finally Joe Mazzulla will burn a timeout. 3:53 left to go in the third quarter. This game is getting rather close right now as the Celtics under head coach Joe Mazzulla finally burned a timeout. They keep on hanging in. All night long, the Cavs keep on hanging in. The Celtics... Yeah, you gotta keep your foot on the gas pedal. It cannot be this complacent. I mean, we need a full 48 minutes of basketball where you just like, where you channel your inner Minnesota Timberwolves. What they did against Denver in Game 2 is what you need to do against another team in the playoffs sometime, because it's definitely not happening in these games besides game 1 for some reason in the playoff series. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell here if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams on the channel. If you'd like to come on back tomorrow, feel free to do so. I plan on covering T-Wolves against Nuggets tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. as well. So if you'd like to come on board, feel free to be a part of the stream tomorrow night. Celtics came into this game as a 15.5-point favorites. It's a home game for Boston. Right now, they're lucky that they're only up by 6. No Donovan Mitchell, no Jarrett Allen, no Karis LeVert. This game should not be a problem for Boston. They should be crushing this team like they crushed the Brooklyn Nets on Valentine's Day. But no, this is not the case tonight. Cleveland, this is a resilient bunch for the Cavs, and they are hanging in this game right now. That three-point number is dropping. 39% from 3. They went into halftime shooting the ball 45% from 3, so it's dropped in half 2. Boston has to get downhill, got to attack more and get to the rim if you're the Celtics. The Cavs defense is tightening up a lot more in this second half. It's been a half of runs, or been a third quarter of runs. Very, very low scoring third quarter right now. The Cavs went on a 5-zip run to begin the third quarter. The Celtics came back on an 11-zip run right back. And then the Cavs, after that, they have gone on a 9-3 run ever since. Yep, I got Celtics and Nuggets for my finals prediction, so that's what I have. Welcome back, Boulder Vaughn, in the stream here. Kwame on the channel, welcome back in. Francisco on the stream, welcome on board. Yeah, they're all over the map for the Celtics. I'd like some constant, strong basketball being displayed out there for Boston. Not like up and down, relaxing, playing just relaxed and just complacent type of basketball that they display out there. I need like a hard-nosed, physical, mentally tough team, not like a soft, complacent team that could be in jeopardy of being bounced out. They really got to channel this inner mental toughness of theirs. And it starts now. 3:53 left to go in the third quarter. Cleveland is still hanging in this game. So this one ain't over just yet. 12-point lead at 1 point by Boston is the largest lead tonight. The Celtics came in as a 15.5-point favorite entering tonight's game. They've been held on a field goal shooting drought of 5 minutes right now as we come back from the timeout. Tatum backs his way at the mid-block. Fires the pass off to Pritchard. Pritchard laces up a 3. Swoosh! Ega bench points, baby. Peyton Pritchard knocks down the 3. 75-66. Finally, for Boston, they snap a 5-minute field goal shooting drought. Peyton Pritchard up to 9 points off the bench. Merrill, corner 3, takes it, and he makes it. 75-69, back-to-back threes as both of these teams have traded buckets with one another. Boston with the ball, 3:15 left to go in the third. Holiday at the left wing, sends it off to Tatum. Tatum is guarded by Morris 101. Tatum, baseline, step back, thought about it, fires the pass all the way across the floor. Hauser up fake, Hauser, jumper, mid-block, drills the 2. It's good for the jumper by Sam Hauser. 77-69, Boston by 8, under 3 minutes left to go in the third. Mobley at the top of the key. Mobley dribbles up, spin move on Cornette, and he puts in another hook shot over Luke Cornette. Evan Mobley right now keeping the Cavs hanging in this one. 6-point game, Celtics with a possession. Tatum at the top, lobs it up over the top. Cornette snatches it, double team. Cornette couldn't finish, got fouled though. And he'll have 2 at the free throw line. So Luke Cornette will shoot 2. He could not finish over the lob by Tatum. Good entry pass off the Cornette. Evan Mobley really getting going in the right direction for Cleveland. 19 points. He leads the way in this game, the game leader. Jason Tatum has 18 for Boston, leading the way for the Celtics. First free throw is good by Cornette. Second shot is good. 79-71. 2:25 left to play in the third. Cavs cross midcourt. Mobley, handoff to Garland. Garland dribbles up, drives on Cornette. Mobley, runner over Cornette, no good. But Mobley gets followed by Cornette. Luke Cornette has just not been able to defend Evan Mobley well. And here comes Al Horford back onto the floor. Darius Garland's been giving Al Horford some trouble today. So that's why Porzingis is so critical towards this team, is that he's just such a good rim protector for Porzingis that he gives a lot of teams just matchup nightmares, that teams are just scared to drive on a 7'3" big man. First free throw was missed by Mobley. Second free throw by Mobley, no good. Missed off the back rim. A rebound secured by Boston. Sam Hauser on the floor with Tatum, Holiday, Pritchard, and Horford. Tatum at the left wing perimeter. He's defended by Morris 1-on-1. Switch guarded by Garland at the top of the key. Still working on Morris. Horford looking to set the screen here. Tatum dribbles up at the elbow. Tatum elevates for the J. Takes the 2 and he buries it. Jason Tatum knocks down the 18-footer. 10-point lead for Boston. 1:45 left to go in the third. 20 points now in the game for Tatum, the game leader. 8 points this quarter. Garland sends it off to the left corner. Morris contested 3 over Holiday. Lets it rain though as it rattles in. That's a tough made triple by Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris having an excellent game. 7 for 9 shooting. Perfect. 3 for 3 from 3 with 17 points. Tatum at the edge of the midcourt logo, defended by Morris. 1:20 left to go in the third. Tatum dribbles, drives, up to the mid-block. Tatum now out to the left corner, guarded by the big man Evan Mobley. Baseline dribble, Tatum soars up, floats it in, right off the backboard. He banks it home, up and in, cha-ching. It's good for 2 for JT. 83-74, final minute left to go in the third. Excellent move off the baseline dribble by Tatum, able to get past Mobley to the cup. Garland at the top of the key, guarded by Horford. Garland crossover at the right wing. Garland sends it out to his left. Morris with a 3 over. Pritchard drills it. 20 points off the bench by Marcus Morris Sr., keeping his team hanging in this one for the Cavs right now. 83-77. Tatum's got 22. Morris has got 20. The top 2 scores in this game. Tatum crosses the midcourt logo. Tatum drives. Dish out to the right wing into the hands to Horford. 33 seconds left to go. Handoff. Pritchard. Jumper. Mid-range. Pritchard drills it. Peyton Pritchard on the 12-foot J connects on it. 85-77. 25 seconds left to go in the third. Cleveland with a possession here. Top of the key, it's Mobley. Mobley, guarded by Tatum, sends it off into the hands to a Garland. Bounce pass off the roll down. Evan Mobley left out in the clear. Shuts the door with a two-handed flush. 85-79. Once again, no backside help at the rim. Protecting the rim for the Celtics defense. 10 seconds left to go. Tatum, burst of speed. Top of the free throw circle. Bounce pass Horford. Kick out to the corner. Holiday slices defenders. Holiday runner at the buzzer. They ain't gonna count it. Drew Holiday a split second late on the buzzer beater. It will not count, as it is a missed opportunity by Boston as he got the shot a split second too late off his hands. Evan Mobley keeping his team hanging right in this one for the Cavs. Resilient bunch for Cleveland. It's only a 6-point game at the end of the third quarter. And what a game here. This should not be this close. Got a lot of concerns still with Boston. They're going to just wake up and... Because if they're playing like this against the Cavs right now, I got some real concerns against a mentally tougher team like the Knicks. A lot of people going into the Knicks series are going to say the Celtics got that because the Knicks are a hospital team. They're injured. Look what's happening tonight. The Cavs have 5 players listed out. Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, plus 2 others that they have. listed out. The Knicks have 6 players currently that are out at the moment. The other 2 players are Ty Jerome and Craig Porter Jr., who are both listed out. If you're having trouble right now, it doesn't matter if it's a win in 5 in a series still. If you're having trouble winning these games, closing these games, winning single digits against a team that's without Donovan Mitchell, without Jared Allen, and without Karis LeVert as a new update to the injury report yesterday. I mean, you got to get better right now for Boston, and these days of significant rest, they're going to have to mean something for the Celtics, and that means winning tonight so you can give Porzingis some extra rest, so you can give all your guys some extra rest. Do it in 5 if you're the Celtics, because if not, then you're looking like last year when the Hawks took you into 6. And yeah, clearly playing down to their competition. That's too bad. We've seen it all throughout the history of the Celtics, especially recently in the 2020s. And we saw it back in February when they lost against the Lakers without LeBron and AD. And able to squeak out a win in the last game by 7. Right here, they're up by just 7. Or up by 6 at the moment, 85-79. Chloe, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, so if Boston wins this one, they would take on the Knicks. That's a much more mentally tougher team that the Celtics would take on in the next matchup. And the Knicks are a blue-collar basketball team, so Boston better be ready to channel in their physicality and be able to come back with the punches in that matchup, and also be able to be mentally tough themselves to respond instead of being soft. I got to see some mental toughness, some fight in Boston, because a lot of these other teams are they talk trash straight to you. Like, they're going to talk trash straight to you, especially if you get Minnesota in the finals. Ant's going to be talking trash to you the whole game. What are you going to do if you're the Celtics? I mean, are you going to curl up in the ball and not respond and just pout and stay soft the whole game? Or are you actually going to do something and be mentally tough out there instead of losing to some of those guys in the past like they did, like a Draymond Green, a PJ Tucker, having issues with those types of scrappy players in the past that have gotten into your mind and beaten you in the past? Back to action. Mobley with a good 2 off the hook shots. They initially rolled it a 2, and now, they initially rolled the Marcus Morris bucket prior to the start of the fourth quarter as a 3. They have docked it down to a 2, so it's now 85-80 to score. Celtics baseline dribble. Brown goes up. Brown gets fouled by Strus. So Jaylen Brown will shoot 2 free throws to begin the fourth. If you're new on the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams that I cover on the channel. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win this game tonight here, Celtics or Cavs. First free throw is good by Brown. 86-80 Boston. Jaylen Brown's now up to 9. He has had a lackluster game tonight. 28 points and 27 points in the previous 2 games. He's got just 9 tonight for Jaylen Brown. So he needs to start to get going. Just 9 points and 29 points is 9 points and 29 minutes is inexcusable. Missed the free throw as it came off the rim short. Tipped over to Tatum for the offensive rebound. Tatum at the right wing, guarded by Morris. Tatum dribbles downhill right to the rim. No good. He missed the layup from point-blank range. Loose ball, offensive rebound, recovered by Horford. Oh, that's a big U. He flung it all the way to the front row. It goes out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. Got second chance opportunities right there, and he just flung it all the way to the scores table into the front row, and it went out of bounds off a terrible pass by Horford. Loose ball went off of Mobley to the corner. Morris picks it up. Morris with a corner 3, and he swashes it. The big U's keep on continuing for the Celtics. It's only a 3-point game, 86-83. Oh my goodness, what is going on right now? Marcus Morris, the second coming of Caleb Martin from the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Pritchard, bounce pass behind his back off to Horford. Into the hands to Tatum. They struggle in crunch time moments like these. Can they come through the clutch tonight? Or are they a Fuka Choka this one away? Fall away, Holiday, swoosh! It is good for 2. Drew Holiday, a major shot right there at the baseline off the turnaround J. Hits the fall away. 88-83, deflected in the air. Brown tried to pick up the pass. Loose ball foul though, and the foul picked up. Charged to Jaylen Brown here, reaching in. Clock will stop with 10:22. Jaylen and Tatum are both off to the races together in a 2-on-1 off the steal, but referees rolled to the foul by Boston. Cleveland with an inbound, down by 5. They cough it up, turn it over. Cleveland just turned it over. Horford came out with a steal. Horford at the right wing, lobbed it, and it got deflected and intercepted right back to Mobley. A steal by Cleveland, as that possession is short-lasted for the Celtics. Garland at the left wing, dribbles up, drives on Horford, a fake over Horford, no good. Horford forces a miss off the glass by Garland, rebound secure by Horford. Tatum crosses midcourt. 5 on the floor look like this for Boston. Tatum, Horford, Pritchard, Brown, and Holiday. Tatum swings that left wing. Al Horford catching fire. 3 no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound secured by Cleveland. Max Strus on the floor with Evan Mobley, Marcus Morris, Darius Garland, and Sam Merrill. Strus off the roll down, and that leads to an open dunk by Evan Mobley. That's a big U by Boston's defense. No backside help whatsoever at the rim. No rotation. Nothing for the rim protection. Leaves the wide open slam dunk off the pick and roll by Evan Mobley. Tatum, top of the key, flings it out right corner, right baseline dribble. Horford shovels inside the key off to Holiday. He floats up the bunny and he scores up and through. It is good for 2 by Drew. 90-85 as we are down to 9:10 left to go in the fourth quarter here. And an excellent matchup between these two teams, but for the Celtics, and playing right down to your competition for a second straight game in a row, and you're going to have to close out another one by single digits, most likely tonight, in a team that has struggled in the clutch all throughout this decade. Timeout on the floor, 9:10 left to go. If the Celtics are able to build this up quickly to a 10-point lead within the next minute and 10 seconds, they will win this game. If the Celtics cannot do that, we get a battle for the finish right now. And this one is too close for comfort here. This is not good right now. Here's what I got for you guys. If Boston is up by 10 with 8 minutes left to go, they will win. If Boston is up between 6 to 9 points in this game, they most likely will win. If Boston is up by 5 points or fewer with 8 minutes left, they may not win. This is a big minute and 10 coming up. Final 8 minutes left to go. The Celtics, if they build that lead to a 10-point lead or greater, they always this season have shut down the door and upped their win total and won by like 13, 14, 15 points for a final score. All depends if they can start to get on a 5-zip run coming back from this timeout with 8 minutes left. That's what it's all going to pin on tonight in this game. If not, if it stays close within the 5-point margin, then yeah, this is going to be a battle to the finish, and you better be saying your prayers here tonight for the Celtics that you're going to take this one in a close game, because this is way too close for comfort. No Donovan Mitchell. No Jared Allen. No Karis LeVert. 5 players listed out total for the Cavs, and it's only a 5-point game, giving the Cavs an opportunity, giving them signs of life, and giving them an opportunity to see if they can seize control of it. I'll repeat, that technical foul that Jason Tatum had after he made the 3 at the end of the second quarter, that could be costly tonight. That could come back to bite the Celtics if the Cavs start to get on the run here. This season for Boston, 6-7 record in games decided by 3 points or fewer. They're 42-5 in the regular season they went, in games decided by 10 points. But when games come down to the final possession, that is the concerning part right now. They lead by 2 possessions with 9:10 left to go. It's when the game starts to get within 1 or 2 possessions is when they start to play shaky, they start to play tight, and They start to have a lot of issues. Cleveland this season, 9-5 record in games decided by 3 points or fewer, 24-16 in games decided by 10 points or less. So those are some numbers for you guys right now. But Cleveland, in crunch time moments, they have the most wins out of anybody in the Eastern Conference in one-possession games, as they are tied with the Hawks with 9 victories, most wins as a team in the Eastern Conference in games decided by one possession, and they are number 2 in the NBA, tied for the most wins. The Lakers went 11-4 in 3-point games this season, leading the NBA. We get back to action. 9 minutes left to go in the fourth. Cleveland with the basketball, right to left on the floor. Garland on the floor is Strus, Morris, Mobley, and Dean Wade. Step back 3 in the air. Max Strus came off the rim short. Horford collects the defensive rebound. Celtics have the possession. Boston, their 5 on the floor looks like this. Al Horford, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday. Derek White takes the 3. Makes the 3 from downtown. Bang, bang. It's good by Derek White. 93-85. There's an 8-point lead with 8.5 left to go. 18 by Derek White now, making his 4th main 3 of the game. Looking for the stop here if you're Boston. Garland drives downhill to the rim, and he scores up and in off the backboard. It's a 6-point game. 93-87. Big possession right here for Boston, just above 8 minutes left to go. This possession will dictate the remaining part of the game here, what the Celtics will do. If they're able to take this up to a 9-point lead, they could very well win it tonight, and they do. Bang, bang. Jason Tatum sinks it out to the left corner. It's off to Horford, who sunk down the triple with an assist by Tatum. 8 minutes left. 9-point lead for Boston. Skip pass. Left corner, Wade. Wade guarded by White. Left baseline jumble. Wade underneath, blocked by Derek White. Derek White with a huge rejection. Boston with numbers. 4-on-3 up the floor. Horford, handoff. Tatum to the corner. Boston will slow it down. Looking for the double-digit lead here. Fastball Tatum. Right baseline dribble. Handoff underneath Brown. Over to Horford. And he scores. It is good for 2 for the Celtics. 98-87. This is called championship level basketball. Right here, right now for Boston. 10-2 run in the last 2.5 minutes. Horford, he's got a double-double. 19-10. Mobley, spin move underneath, and he gets fouled. Stop the clock with 7:12. Championship level identity. What a way to play your best basketball in the night. Right here, right now, in the final minute and 40 seconds. I said it during the last timeout when 9 minutes left to go in this game. You get up by double digits, you're going to win this game, and they're going to flip this into a 14-point win tonight for the Celtics if they keep this up. 7:07 left to go. Garland drives at the elbow. Garland guarded by Horford. Fall away. Tough shot. Not even close as it grazed off the rim. Horford collects the defensive rebound. Under 7 left to go. Celtics going to slow it down. Boston up by 11, looking to go up by 14 right here with a made 3. Tatum comes off the screen, takes the 3, makes the 3 from downtown. Bang, 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 bang. Big time, baby, for JT. We get a timeout taken on the floor by Cleveland. 101-87, the Boston Celtics show up to play their best basketball in the final 9 and under left to go in the fourth quarter. And they are now 6 minutes and 44 seconds away from their 3rd straight trip to the Eastern Conference Finals. Jason Tatum with a monster 3, 25 by JT. Al Horford, excellent night by him tonight. 19 points, 11 rebounds, 5 made threes by Horford. Derek White, the X Factor. Derek White struggled in the last game. Tonight, he set the tone. He bounced back early. 18 by Derek White. That 3 that he made propelled the Celtics run in this game. Looks like it's over. 18 points, 5 assists, 2 blocks by Derek White. 4 for 8 from 3 tonight for White. Off the bench, Pritchard has got 11. What a roller coaster of a game, but for a Celtics team that had been playing down against the Cavs all night long, we needed this team to take it to a new level. They just did. In the last 2 minutes, in 16 seconds, the Celtics completely took this game to another level. That level is what they need for the next round and into the finals. They just took it up a notch in a major step. Like, they were playing at a level that was like a 5 throughout this game, a seesaw playing down to their competition. They just took that level up to a 9.5 right now in the previous 2+ minutes. Everything completely changed. These guys are locking up, contesting shots, blocking shots. Al Horford's got 3 blocks. White has 2 blocks. Brown with a block. And Jaylen Brown only had 9 points tonight. So if he goes off, this game is by far just a 30-point blowout, most likely, if he goes off. He had just 9 tonight for Jaylen Brown. This is the type of basketball I gotta see for the remainder of the playoffs from the Celtics. 101-87, 6:44 left to go. Just an incredible display of basketball. This is just inspirational basketball that they've played in the last 2+ minutes, and looking to see if they can take that to the next round. Obviously, it's a 14-point game. We still got 6:44 left, but this has been the story of the Celtics team this year, is that the under 8 left to go is the most critical part of the game for Boston. It's either that they struggle and they have the other team crawl back within 5, and that usually results in a loss. But there's the other Celtics team that for 92% of their games this year, and the other 8% has been the one that struggles, allows their opponent to creep back in from an 8-point game to a 5-point game, and then they lost. The other part of the Celtics team is the majority of what we've seen this year with a hashtag different here for Boston, is that they've been different here because instead of choking those games in the past like they choked 10-point leads, 12 points leads with 6.5 minutes left, they have upped that lead from 8 points to 14, and they end up winning by around 16-17 in the very end. We come back to action. 6:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cleveland with the basketball. Top of the key, it's into the hands to Boris. Dribbles towards his left, hands it off to Strus. Bounce pass down low, Mobley. Mobley backs his way in White. Fires it out to the top here. Up and down by Sam Merrill, but the possession continues as Morris was actually the one who picked up the ball. Corner 3, bricked off the back by Garland as they're rushing shot attempts right now and really breaking down. Rebound control by Tatum. Tatum going to slow it down. 6:10 left to go. 14-point lead by Boston. These types of games, just able to capitalize and win them. Right now, Tatum's going to slow it down. The midway marker of the fourth quarter. Tatum at the top, guarded by Morris. Dribbles, drives, no look, pass underneath Brown. Bounce pass left corner. Holiday took the 3. He got it, but they're going to wave it off. It's a shot clock violation. So they used the entire 24, more than the 24. Holiday has now made 2 buzzer beaters that did not count as he released them a split second after the shot clock went off. So instead of a 101-87 game, it could be a 106-87 game if he had been just slightly quicker on those 2 shots by Holiday. Top of the key, Garland, guarded by Tatum. Garland drives on Tatum inside the paint, circles around, shovels off to Mobley, punches it down with a left-handed finish. 12-point game right now with 5.5 left to go. Celtics with a possession. Derek White into the hands to Tatum. They're slowing it down too much, though. I don't like how they slowed it down too much. They think they already got this win. And it's not over till it's over. They're slowing it down like they did against Golden State back in 2022 when they lost that game. Holiday just turned it over. Cavs come up with a steal here with 5:10 left to go. Quick up the floor, Merrill. Merrill sends it outside over to Morris. Morris at the left wing. Moves on top off to Garland. 5 minutes approaching the mark left to go. Garland at the right wing. Guarded by Horford. Crossover inside the key. Garland drives. Flings it out left corner. Morris with a 3. Garland went down. Morris swishes it. And it's only a 9-point game. 101-92. Darius Garland's down. Right now he gets helped out to his feet. Slipped hard inside the key. And, he's a little bit shaken to get up right now by Garland, trying to stretch out that left ankle. That ball should have been intercepted. There's no business in that shot being a made 3. 101-92. It's a 9-point game now. That is no business right there. That shot should have been made from 3. Jaylen Brown completely misread the basketball right there in the skip past the corner. He was directly in the way of where the basketball was being passed off to at the corner, and the ball just zipped by Jaylen Brown as he couldn't react to it in time, and Marcus Morris was able to field it and knock down the shots. So this is still within reach for the Cavs here. 101-92. 4:51 left. This next possession is huge. Absolutely huge possession once we get back from the timeouts right now, because this is going to determine the game. If the Celtics come up empty on the next possession, then Cleveland does have the chance coming up. They do have the chance. We still have quite a bit of game remaining. All of a sudden, that burst of run by the Cavs, it ain't over till it's over, and that's the reason why you got to play the full 48. But that pass should have been intercepted in the first place. And Darius Garland, he is up. He is all right walking on the court right now. We come back from the timeout. 101-92. 4:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. White bobbles it. He gave up an open 2. Open 3 from the corner, and they bricked it. It's still the Cavs game right now, trading open 2s at the rim for open 3s and breaking open 3s. Garland goes up, stripped of the basketball, lost it, turns it over. Horford collects the steal. Celtics will slow it down. 4:25 left to go. White at the left wing. Should have had a 2 just a moment ago. White got bumped into by Garland as Garland picks up a foul. Not in the bonus just yet. How in the world do you give up that wide open of a layup? Derek White was wide open and he decided to skip past it to the corner. That is a couple times that happened today. Happened with Pritchard in the first half as well. White off the inbound. Guarded by Strus. Top of the key. White dribbles up. Floats it up over the top. Jaylen Brown puts it into the hoop and he scores. Up and in off the backboard. Good for 2 by Jaylen. Celtics first to strike coming out of the timeout. 25 points by Tatum. Jaylen's only got 11 tonight in this game. Under 4 minutes left to go. 11-point lead. Jumper misfired by Morris off the back rim. Morris is looking for the foul call. Couldn't get it. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. Celtics going to slow down tempo once again. Tatum almost with a double-double. 25 points, 9 rebounds. Brown backs his way off a double team. White gets it off to Tatum. Tatum attacks downhill. What are you doing? Gave up a wide open layup. Decided to make a silly bounce pass inside the key. And it got stolen away by Strus. And then White picks up a reach-in foul. What's going on here? This is so disappointing. My team is up by 11, and what the heck's going on? What is the shenanigans here currently? That was a terrible bounce pass by Tatum. Inbound for the Cavs. Mobley down low, and Tatum gets called in a shooting foul. 2 shots coming up at the line for Mobley. Tatum's complaining about the call. Still has his hands up in the air. I mean, does this man have next play mentality in his system or not? Oh no, he went to Duke. That's right. 2 shots here at the free throw line by Evan Mobley. First one's good. 103-93. This game doesn't finish until the clock hits 0. Jada, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in here. Skyhood, Mike on the stream, welcome aboard. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Evan Mobley tonight, playoff career high, 28 points right now. Second free throw is good by Mobley, 103-94, 9-point game with 3:25 left. Not many free throws tonight. Celtics 10 for 12, Cleveland 9 for 12. White at the edge of the midcourt logo. Derek White guarded by Garland 101. Sends it off to Tatum. Wide open at the wing. Back outside. Off to Holiday. Holiday laces up a 3. Bang! He shreds it through the cylinder for the 3 ball. 106-94. Monster 3 made by Drew Holiday. Boston by 12. 3 minutes left to go. Mobley At the right wing, time ticking down, backs his way, already 12 on the shot clock, working on Jaylen Brown. Mobley, turnaround, tough shot over Brown, no good, bounced off the rim twice. Tatum tips it off to Horford for the defensive rebound. If you're Jason Tatum, you got to be mad that you didn't come up with a defensive rebound because you love to pad stats for Tatum. That would have been your 10th. It would have been another double-double by Tatum. Such a stat padder he is. White attacks, downhill off the glass, no good. Deflected to Horford, offensive rebound by Horford. Horford's been excellent here in the second half. Into the hands to Tatum. Tatum at the left wing. Tatum drives on Garland. Oh, fires the pass underneath, open to Drew Holiday as he is uncontested underneath and scores for the easy 2. 108-94 for Boston. And a timeout taken on the floor by the Cavs with 2:15 remaining. That's just great playmaking right there by Tatum. An absolute bullet inside the key off to Holiday, wide open underneath the hoop. Tatum tonight, 25 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. Very close to a triple-double. My favorite player is Tatum. Just, I feel like his numbers lately have been more so stat padding with these rebounds, all the double-digit games that he's had, where the guys underneath the hoop will clear out so he could get the rebounds. And I mean, you got to win the games first. It shouldn't be about stat padding these numbers because nobody's going to go back and see what you averaged in a single year playoff span. They're going to be talking about whether you won a chip or not. That's what they're going to be talking about. They're not going to be talking about how many MVPs you won or how many first team all NBA selections you won. They're going to be talking about how many championships you've won when your legacy comes over with. That was a huge pass by Tatum right there. 108-94. 14-point lead once again. Just an absolute bullet of a pass. Down Broadway off to a wide open Drew Holiday. 108-94. Mobley sneaks around. Tatum scores the bucket with a left-hand layup as we're down to 2 minutes left. Mobley with a playoff career high with 31 right now. Derek White slowing it down using clock off to Tatum. Outside Brown laces up an open 3. No good. Offensive rebound. U14 by Al Horford. Jaylen Brown top of the key. 10 on the shot clock. 12-point lead for Boston. 11-6 offensive rebounds. Bounce pass. Jaylen Brown underneath. Over to Drew Holiday once again. And he scores up and off the glass. Good for 2. Drew Holiday behind the defense once again. An absolute closer for this team for Drew tonight. Making some major shots here in the fourth quarter. Back-to-back buckets from point-blank range by Holiday. Mobley, a bunch of dribbling. Shot clock already down to 6. Launches up a prayer from the left corner. No good. There's Tatum's 10th rebound as he corrals it. Tatum with a double-double. 25 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. One more assist. Skip pass right corner. If Brown takes that 3 and makes that would have been a triple-double. Brown circles around. Kick out to the wing. Here's an open 3 over to Horford. He pounds it in. Oh yeah, baby. Big Al Horford, an absolute laser right down the chute, delivers in the 3. 113-96. Al Horford is pumped up. Man, legendary Al Horford tonight. Kept on being wide open. In the second half, he went off. Jaylen Brown off to Holiday. Touch pass, top of the key. Al Horford strokes the 3 right down the middle. Jumping up. Al Horford on to the next round for the Celtics. Bang, bang. Standing ovation from the crowd tonight at the TD Garden. 22 points by Al Horford with 15 rebounds. Oldest in playoff history with a 15-plus, 5-plus, 3-point made game with 10-plus rebounds for Al Horford. 22 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks for Al Horford. Kept on shooting the ball, man, and he kept on pouring in bucket after bucket after bucket. The Cavs tonight left him completely wide open, dared him to shoot, and in the second half, he just kept on burning them for 3 after 3 after 3. 6 for 13 from 3 for Horford tonight in this game. Bucket is good down low for the Cavs. 15-point lead for Boston as they will be advancing on to the next round. It wasn't as easy as they thought it would have been, but the final 9 minutes left to go took this game by storm. The Cavs did try to sneak one in late with 4.5 minutes left, but another late surge by Boston in this game to up it to 15 in the end. Corner three by Merrill. Final seconds, no good off the mark. Derek White collects the defensive rebound, and we go final. The Boston Celtics, third straight year in a row, onto the Eastern Conference Finals for Boston, and they win in 5. 113-98 the final score. Al Horford, you the man, brother. You the man for Big Al Horford. What a game for Horford tonight. Wasn't the prettiest game for the Celtics, but it gets the job done, and it gets the W. A 15-point win when this game, throughout 96% of the game, was decided by single digits. They were up the lead to a 15-point victory. 25 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists by Jason Tatum. 22 points by Al Horford, making with 15 rebounds, 7 of those offensive rebounds. 8 defensive rebounds by Al Horford, 5 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks tonight. 18 by Derek White. Derek White legit set the tone for this team tonight. Came out drilling threes for Derek White, and then when the Celtics were having a tough time with around 9 minutes left to go, Derek White made that monster three, flipped the switch. All of a sudden, they upped a 5-point lead to a 14-point lead in a matter of moments. But the Celtics, that 14-point lead then came crashing down to 6, I believe, with 4.5 minutes left to go, and they closed it out and won by 15. Holy smokes. Just another one of those runs, again, that the Celtics go on and they win the game. And I mean a hashtag different year. Just this year, looking like it's different for a different year for the Boston Celtics, representing that hashtag right there this year. Because previous Celtics teams of the past, you take a look at last year's team, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that Celtics team, once Cleveland crawled back in the game and cut it to 8 points with 9 minutes left, they probably would have crawled in their shell like Mr. Tops for the night and fell asleep and said good night and lost that game and just had no fight in them at the end. But no, they kept on grinding, kept on fighting it out. Al Horford, man, just a legend. Still what he's doing at his age. 37 years old and producing like that is just insane. What Al Horford has been doing. Absolute legend for him. And I think his birthday's coming up very soon at the beginning of June for Al Horford. Just, man, what a game here for Boston tonight. Wasn't pretty in its entirety. June 3rd, Al Horford will be turning 38 years old. But Al Horford needing that chip this year, and this is one step closer for the Celtics to get that chip onto the Eastern Conference Finals once again for a third straight season in a row, and looking to do what they did in 2022 is win the East, but instead of how they came up short in 2022, this is the year for the Boston Celtics as the clock is closing, and they need to play how they played in the final 9 minutes left to go, how they won in those 2 separate runs. They need to play like that for the rest of the playoffs. Like I had said during that timeout that the Celtics, if I had to rate them, they played like a 5 during today's game. For like the first 40 minutes of the game, they out of a 10, they played like a 5 for them, down to their competition for them. I give credit to Cleveland. Cleveland hung in, playing their hearts out tonight. They played their hearts out. They played their hearts out in the last game too for the Cavs, being undermanned with all the injuries. But the Celtics took that 5 all the way up to a 9.5 for like the 2 runs that they had in their system. They took that up to a 9.5, and they went on 2 monster runs, closed out this game. Even though there was a run in the middle with like 4 minutes, just above 4.5 minutes left for Cleveland, they responded back. They responded right back with the punches, and they put 6 guys tonight in double figures. Excellent game, able to win this one for Boston tonight, winning in 5. That teaches their team a lesson. You win games in 5, good things are going to come for you in the playoffs. This is not like last year where they got taken to 6 games against Atlanta. They got taken to 7 games against Philadelphia in the second round. They got taken to 7 games against the Heat. Lost in Game 7 after trailing down to 0-3. This year, they've learned their lesson. I don't care if it's against 2 undermanned teams. They won in 5. They won in 5. And now, the only lesson you got to learn is you got to win Game 2 at your home floor now, if you're the Celtics. Because you got some serious rest going on into the next game. You need to win Game 2. And that happens after you win Game 1. You need to look at the film and tell your team that they're gonna bounce back. Even if the Celtics beat the Knicks and the Pacers by like 45, 50 points in Game 1, if they get taken to a Game 7 and Boston has all this rest, Game 2, it's going to be a different story. Every single game it resets, it's going to be a different story. Look at that Pacers-Knicks series where the Pacers shredded the Knicks on Sunday and the Knicks destroyed the Pacers yesterday. There's different games and different series. And it's just not one game. It's a best of 7 in the series. Whoever picks up 4 wins first, gonna take it. And Celtics able to do it in 5. Just fantastic by Boston. Starting to learn their lesson. Still a lot more that they can improve upon for the Celtics, obviously. But how they closed out the game, really, really happy how they closed out the game. Because the first 40 minutes was quite concerning for me, letting the Cavs creep in the game. But if there's anything to take away in the momentum for the next series, you got to watch the film. If you're the Celtics, watch the film to the final 9 minutes. And see how everything ramped up in intensity, physicality, and just these guys were able to stay mentally tough, lock in, be focused, knock down their shots, and get the crowd in it and win this game. Because that's the best basketball that we've seen throughout the season, up there with that victory back in February that they pounded Golden State. This goes down as one of their best stretches of basketball that they played in the final 9 minutes approximately tonight. Gonna take that into the entire series in the Eastern Conference Finals and also translate that over to the NBA Finals. So we're gonna wrap up here for this one. Evan Mobley, playoff career high 33 points. Big props to the Cavs because they were down Donovan Mitchell, they were down Jared Allen, no Karis LeVert tonight. They were down 5 players total, plus 2 rotation players out of the 3 main players that they had listed out, and they were hanging in tonight. Marcus Morris Sr., 25 points. The score on the scoreboard does not resemble how the score was throughout the majority of this game tonight. It was much closer than what the scoreboard indicates. A 15-point lead by Boston, and this was the second largest lead of the game. They led as many by 17 for the Celtics, which was their largest lead of the night. This is what happens when their threes drop. They made 19 threes. They shot the ball 44% from 3. Obviously, I would like some more balance for the Celtics. They did not play a balanced first half for them. A lot more threes than they shot for 2s. The only thing is just the over-reliance upon 3s. So if they can attack more, get to the free throw line, then get their opponent into foul trouble, then there you go. That's a huge key to the next matchup. Especially if they take on the Knicks. If they're gonna take on the Knicks, they gotta put New York into as much foul trouble as possible. That means attacking and getting downhill. Even though the Knicks love to take out the interior, they gotta, because the Knicks are short-handed with big man. They got Isaiah Hartenstein, who's been just torching opponents on rebounds. He had 17 rebounds yesterday, and 12 of them were offensive rebounds. So we'll see what happens in the next round, depending on who they draw, Pacers or Knicks. Right now, Knicks lead the series 3-2 in that series currently. But I'll be back tomorrow night. I plan on covering T-Wolves against Nuggets tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Feel free to join in if you guys would like to come in for Minnesota versus Denver tomorrow night. Denver with a chance to wrap it up if they win in 6 tomorrow night. And then I plan on being back on Friday night covering Pacers against Knicks. for Friday night's game, and whoever wins that series will take on the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. So thanks so much all for joining in, being a part of the stream for this one tonight. Celtics win 113-98 the final score, and we will wrap up to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, Warren, Rajeep, I Am Ghost, David, Asia, Russell, John, Mark, Kelly, Jeffrey, Vegas, Barco, Oink Oink, Michael, Katie, Bradley, Daniel, Derek, Sister Surround, Mario, Greedo, Tristan, SG Sports Talk, Ice Ice Baby, Robin, Melinda, Jack City, and Shalimar. Thanks all for joining in tonight, being a part of the stream for this one here. The Celtics moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals, the first team to advance over to the Eastern Conference Finals out of the 8 teams that enter today, still playing in the NBA playoffs this season, as the Celtics win in 5 over the Cavs, 113-98 the final score. Celtics will take on the winner of the Pacers versus Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals starting either Sunday or next week. Thanks all for joining in, being a part on the stream. Enjoy the rest of your night here, and see you guys back tomorrow if you guys are interested in joining in for Nuggets versus T-Wolves tomorrow night. Enjoy the rest of your night here, everybody.